The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 417, been recorded on February the 27th, 2023. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friends, one of them from the West Coast, the Best Coast, Gunny Chief, Henley Mayo is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Howdy.
Good evening. Good morning to you.
Well, hi, whatever time of day it is for you, I guess. For us, it's evening, but you're listening. It might be daytime. I don't know. And from Little Ohio, little fucking destruction zone, Ohio.
Palestine.
The Mayo's back. Welcome back, Mayo. Steve Ruler, welcome.
Hey, what's up, Jesus?
Howdy.
Yeah, do you see the little meme I sent you? Like, we're going to identify as part of Ukraine over here.
Well, you're
And
going to
then,
get
we
that
get
money
some aid.
now, right?
Yeah,
For
we get some
can't
government
drink the
aid that
water.
way.
Well, at least you're safe, Mayo, but I don't get, to all the people out there in Palestine, Ohio, stay safe. And, you guys, this is the video game show. We're here to talk about video games and stuff. It's show 417, 3 more shows for 420. And, man, it's been a while. How long has it been since we last recorded? 2 weeks, 3 weeks now?
3? Something like
It's gonna be
3
3
weeks?
weeks.
Man, it's been a long time. But, hey, last 2 shows we did in total were like 8 hours long.
Yeah,
I mean-
they were long. I couldn't even stay on that long for all of them.
If you were to like listen to them back to back, it'd be 8 hours of listening. So that's a long time. We feel like that's more than like most podcasts out there. Even if the
True. Most of
podcast,
them were like 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
An hour and 45 minutes or something.
even if most podcasts recorded every week for the last 3 weeks and released a show, our shows combined were probably still longer than theirs. That's how long our shows were. This is fucking insane. Anyways, we're here talking about stuff. You can join us on Twitter @_ horrible gamers. Leave us a review on the iTunes machines on your phone, podcast, Apple Podcast. You can also rate us on Spotify. Join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. There is a page as well called The Horrible Gamers. You can follow us on there, like it and shit. And support the show over with the monies at Patreon or patreon.com/horrible gamers, and give us the monies like Leahy has. Big shout out to Big Leahy, Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Patrick, Chad. Just Chad. I don't even know if Chad has a last name or not. I just always known him as Chad. Thank you to Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Henley M, Pork Chop Poo, Nipron, the best HGP host ever. Wonder who that is, Mayo.
I don't know.
Edward, Big Bobo Balls in Ohio. Shout out to that guy. Jonathan, Titan Big D Hall. And the first HGP Patreon, Bill, still even the biggest D, Garner the second, the Elden Lord. Yeah. Thanks to all of you for the money machines to keep the show going. And shout out to all of you guys. And the big Bobo Ball guy. Or girl. I don't know. I don't know what Edward identifies as anymore. I don't know.
Shout out to all y'all. All of y'all listening.
Anyways, thank you all for supporting the show, and we're here to talk about stuff. All right? But first off, you need to go to Redbubble, get yourself some HGP gear. That's right. It is almost springtime, Mayo, and during the springtime, it's spring cleaning season. So that means you gotta throw everything out of your house. Just, you know what? Just throw everything out the door. Don't even matter what it is. And buy everything brand new. Just
That's it. That's what you do.
Go buy everything brand new for your house. So, with that being said, head on over to Redbubble. You're gonna need some shower curtains for sure. We got that for you. You're gonna definitely need a new water bottle. We got that for you. You're gonna need some new journals. We got that for you. Maybe some socks. That's covered. Maybe some sweatpants. That's covered. Maybe some t-shirts. That's covered. Maybe a hoodie. That's covered. You're gonna need all that. It's all covered for you. It's all there, Mayo. Head on over to Redbubble. Search for Horrible Gamers. Find our logo on the website. Click on it. And buy. Just go and buy at your heart's content. Go.
Go get your clock and your block.
Oh, you got a clock, yeah. And a mug. And a bunch of other stuff.
My
Hey,
my
that clock,
sister-in-law's been using the mug every day.
that clock and that mug is a special design that Mayo's daughter made for us.
Yeah.
She drew us onto the mug and the clock.
I forgot about that actually.
She's pretty talented, man. I gotta give her she's really good at art. I'm really impressed by her art. I'm like, holy shit! I wish I was this good at art. Yeah. I've seen what she does with fucking sidewalk chalk. Okay,
No, right?
she does some pretty crazy shit with that sidewalk chalk. It's fucking crazy what she can pull off. She should become a graffiti artist, man. Inspire her to become a graffiti artist.
Let her test her art skills on the Camaro.
Yeah, man.
Has she asked about
there
it?
we go. Yeah.
Come on, man. Just let her just buy her a fucking airspray gun thing and let her try it out.
It's an airbrush. Like let her
Yeah.
airbrush the hood of the car.
Just airbrush the hood of the car for you. She'll draw a badass eagle on there or something. I don't
There
know.
you go. Be like I don't know.
Yeah.
Put a big HGP logo on there since it is white.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be badass. I dare you to do it, Mayo.
Do it.
Right.
Anyways, big shout out to Phantom Make for the intro and outro music to the podcast. And yeah, anyways, we're here to talk about stuff, video games and shit. I played some games the last few weeks, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys have as well. Probably the biggest game that I played is Hogwarts Legacy. So for that, I'm going to leave it to the end so I could speak about it with you guys. But real quick, touch on the other stuff that I played. I also played a lot of Battlefield the last few days. Tomorrow is the last day or today is actually the last day for Season 3. I did not finish the Battle Pass for Season 3, of course. I mean, I played a lot of Call of Duty between that and all that stuff, and Hogwarts Legacy took up a lot of my time. So I kind of fell behind on the Battle Pass significantly. And I think I made it to level 70-something, which isn't bad, But I did not finish it, so I didn't get the special skin or whatever for the one character. I think it was Zayn that got the special skin this Battle Pass. Anyways, next season is here. Season 4, May. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it. Season 4 is called The 11th Hour. It introduces a new map into the game, as well as a new operator. I forget her name, but it's this female operator, and her ability is going to be pretty cool, Male. Her ability, her gadget or whatever, is this thing she puts down, has a bunch of antennas on it or whatever, but it pretty much disables all the rocket launchers around in a certain radius or whatever. Mm-hmm. So if your enemy teams, if you're say you're at a base or something and you put that down, all the enemy team that's in that radius of that machine, they can't use their gadgets. They just don't work. So it's kind of like a jammer thing or whatever, right? So they can't lock onto helicopters, they can't lock onto tanks. The Javelin doesn't work, the Stinger missiles don't work. So it's kind of like a pretty interesting device. And she also has a new weapon, which I'm pretty sure, I think it's going to be available for the other operators as well. But this new sidearm, instead of having a pistol as a sidearm or a little machine gun, now you're going to have a little baby shotgun, a little sawed-off shotgun or whatever, as your sidearm. But it's not a sawed-off shotgun where it's just 2 shots. It's a little pump shotgun. It has multiple shots in it or whatever, which is kind of cool, Gunny. I'm kind of hyped.
I like those.
Okay. Anyways,
I like the auto shotguns.
the new trailer is out. Well, it's not an auto shotgun. It's a pump shotgun.
Yeah.
I guess it's semi-auto. But, yeah, the fucking, what was I going to say? Oh, the new trailer is out for the new season. It's coming. It's coming, okay? It's here tomorrow.
Content is here. They're making it. That's good.
Tomorrow it's here. And, of course, if you own the deluxe edition of Battlefield, this battle pass will be included with the game, I guess. This is the last one. So once this battle pass is over, season 5, you're going to have to pay for it. Which, I mean, if you finish the battle pass, you'll have enough coins to buy the next battle pass. So, I don't know. I mean, I have like enough coins in Battlefield to buy anything I want, really. Because I haven't paid for the last 3 battle passes. And I get all these fucking coins every time I beat them. So, I just have a bunch of coins in my thing for like, I'm like, I don't know, I'll buy a skin whenever I feel like it. But yeah, Battlefield.
Probably no more than $10 anyway.
Definitely. But yeah, Battlefield, man, it's going pretty good right now. I feel like the class system really did help out and revamp the whole, the way people play, kind of, you know? People, I feel like, are playing more of the roles that they're supposed to play. And I like the gadgets that they introduced. Like the engineer, now they have like EOD bots in there for the engineer to use. Those are kind of cool. Because, like, I was playing on this level, I think it's called Renewal, the map Renewal. And we were playing attack. We were the attacking team, and we were playing on, what's that mode called? The one where Breakthrough, where you have to push the objectives and you're pushing the enemy back to the next objective. Well, at least this team was kicking our ass, dude. We barely captured the first 2 objectives. And our team was trying to get to the second one, and we just couldn't break through, man. These guys had us pinned down in the mountains, and we couldn't get down to the objectives. And there was this fucking tank down there, dude, that was just taking out all of our tanks. He was just, like, wrecking our airplane, our helicopter. Like, we could not get in there at all. So I fucking spawned in as an engineer. I spawned in my little EOD bot thing, and I fucking drove that thing across the map. And I fucking destroyed the tank with an EOD bot. That shit was awesome. He had like no idea what the fuck was like giving him damage.
Yeah,
because those things can either repair your vehicle or they can damage enemy vehicles, and they can also defuse and they can arm bombs. So I was trying to get in there with that thing, and like nobody was shooting at me. I was driving like right past all the enemies and shit. And I'm pretty sure like they could see me driving a little fucking robot-looking thing across the map.
They didn't know what it was.
Nobody shot at me. I'm assuming, people, yeah, you're right. Maybe people didn't know what it was. But I mean, that thing has been in Battlefield 3. It was in Battlefield 4. So it's been around in other Battlefield games. I don't know what the fuck. No one was shooting at me. Anyways, I fucking drove it all the way. The tank started like freaking out when it started taking damage. It started going forward and backwards. But it didn't see nobody standing next to it, so I was like, what the fuck? Where am I taking damage? So it just stood there for like ever, and I just fucking blew it up. I was like, yeah, you fucker. Yeah.
Like that, right?
Yeah, it was satisfying. It kind of gave my team the little window we needed to get in there and cap the objective, and we did, but we couldn't capture the second one. And then the enemy team got the first one again, and they pushed us out, and my team fucking lost like a bunch of losers. We got our asses handed to us. It was pretty bad. But it was a fun match. Because it was a lot of action. It was a lot of shooting and shit. But yeah, Battlefield. It's fun times. I look forward to the new content and the new map and the new character. And yeah. Other than that, Call of Duty news. Call of Duty came out with Season 2 for Modern Warfare 2. Season 2. It's here. It's upon us, Mayo. It came out February 16th. And it introduced a new map called Dome, which is a rework map from Modern Warfare 2 or 3, the old
Original
one.
or whatever it was.
No, not the one for 2019, but like from like 2013 or 12.
Old school.
Modern Warfare 2, the OG Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see a
So
little bit of that
it
gameplay.
is a reworked map, but it's not the same exact map. It's like the same map, but kind of like flipped backwards. It's weird the way they did it. Like it feels smaller than the original, but it's still kind of like the same size. I don't know. Like I was thinking, like were the characters in the previous game smaller or something? Because like this feels like a smaller map, but it's like the same exact map. It just feels tighter. I don't know why. It just feels way more compact, and I don't even know why. I don't know. Like it feels
They
like
might
maybe
have scaled it differently.
the characters in this game feel bigger. I think in my head than the characters in that game because it's like the same map, but it's like everything feels really small. I'm like, why the fuck does everything feel so goddamn small in this game? Like I feel like I run 3 steps and I'm already on the other side of the other corner of the map over here. When in the previous Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, it was a small map, but you could still run around and do crazy shit. And
Yeah, we were playing in 30 frames a second at most back then.
I don't know if it's the frame rate that's doing. I don't know what's doing them, Gunny. Okay, I don't know, Gunny. I don't know. I feel like it's a small map.
1080p.
I don't know. It's something that's fucking weird. The aspect ratio is weird. Maybe it's the ultra wide that I'm playing on. I don't know. It felt weird, Mayo. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Why?
Because now you're on the level. You are on the level now playing.
I'm on the limit. It's on the limit.
On the limit. That's what it was.
Get on the limit.
Hey, come on, Gunny.
Yeah, get on the limit, Gunny. Shit.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
But yeah, it's out. Modern Warfare 2 Season 2. And yeah, more skins, always new skins in the store if you want to buy a skin. And yeah, I did buy the season pass, the battle pass. I'm never gonna finish that, dude. I bought it, and as soon as I bought it, I'm like, why did I buy this? Like I'm not even kidding. I bought it, Mayo, and like 2 seconds later, in my head, I'm like, why did I just buy this?
Why?
Is it just the time it's going to take to grind it out?
Yeah, dude. They give you like 45 days, and it's like 100 levels. I'm never gonna get there, dude. I'm never like I would have to play this every single day for 5 hours a day, every single day.
Well, that's what most people do when they play that game.
To get to that, okay? Like, yeah, I cannot play Hogwarts anymore. I can't play Battlefield anymore. I have to play this game and only this game for the next 45 days, and it's not gonna happen. It's just not. I don't even know why I bought it. I don't even know. I don't even know, Mel. I don't even know.
It was probably for those fancy skins.
I don't know. I don't even like the skins that I get. I don't ever use them.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I bought it. I'm telling you, I don't even know. Like, none of the skins that I ever unlock on these battle passes do I ever fucking use. I don't even know why I bought it. It's literally fear of missing out. I don't even know what the fuck happened in my head. I didn't even think about it before I bought it either. I was just like, oh, new battle pass is out. Here, buy now. Oh, I just fucking did it. It didn't even like register in my head. Oh, do you really think you're gonna beat this, Jesus? Do you really want to make this decision, this purchasing decision right now? Are you sober enough to make this purchasing decision? Have you thought this through?
Yeah,
no, I just fucking did it.
So.
I just fucking did it, okay? It was just like, okay, just do it. And then I thought about it after I did it, when all the shit's like the little cool animation pops up, like, choo, 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 you fucking bought the pass, and like all this shit's popping up and shit going off. And I'm like, why the fuck did I just spend $10 on this? Why?
Their plan worked.
Yeah, their plan did totally.
Yep.
Sucker. No.
Yeah. That's what they were thinking. Yeah, that's what they were thinking the whole time. You know, they're sitting over there counting my money and shit. Like, yeah, you fucking loser. We just took your money. Oh, man. Yeah, we got him again, boys.
Yeah.
We got this fucking loser again for the fucking
What are we gonna do to get him again the next time?
13 years later, and we're still getting this loser.
Jesus, we got a fucking season pass in Warzone. And we know you don't play it, but you should buy it too.
These fuckers are probably laughing. They're like, "Yeah, we've been getting this sucker since Call of Duty 4 with the map packs."
Yeah. Those.
It's like in 13 years in the making. They fucking been suckering me for fucking money, dude. But yeah. So that happened today or the other day, actually. Yeah, and I'm never gonna unlock anything on there ever.
You might by random chance when you go to play it next time.
Maybe. I mean, I played it for like 3 matches and got like no XP, dude. Like, I was getting my fucking ass kicked, fucking dying 50 times. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I suck. I fucking suck. I've been playing this stupid wizard fucking game for the last 3 weeks. I fucking suck at shooting this gun now. I want to fly a broom around the map and I can't. Fuck. I was so mad. I was fucking mad. So yeah, anyways. Besides all that, guys, what else have I played? I'm trying to think if I played like anything else that's important to discuss. And I don't think, besides that, like really Hogwarts has been the one game that I've been playing a lot of. And I'm very far into it. Like I'm pretty sure I'm like 20 hours into it at this point. And I would say
I just reached Hogbeat, so
you're
if you can avoid too many spoilers, I'd appreciate it.
No, you're in the beginning. We're gonna spoil the fuck out of this. All right, it's been 3 weeks, Gunny. Catch up, Gunny. It's been 3 weeks. All right, and
I'm about the same distance. I haven't played as much either.
Oh my lord, you guys, both of you guys, it's been 3 weeks.
And
fucking 3 weeks, and you guys can't fucking catch up.
Well, I was in Oregon last week. Over here, fucking Oregon up there in the snow and the cold.
Yeah, let's hear about that Oregon trip, Gunny. What happened up there?
Well, let me tell you what happened real quick. I don't know, Jesus. Do you want to tell them what happened up there? Because you live up there, don't you?
I do. I live up there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we made a trip to basically go up there and just hang out for the weekend, like spend 2 days. And this is up in Klamath Falls, up here.
Some quiet time with you and the wife, right? And the kid?
Yeah, and sister-in-law and my kid, and my sister lives there, and pretty much all my families live there at one point or a time or another. I'm the only one that's never lived there. But and you know, there is a Merrill up there right on the border. So I did go to Merrill, Oregon, but that was towards the end. But it's an amazing drive all the way up from Weed, California. There's actual town, Weed, California. So you can stop in one of the shops there and buy a I Love Weed shirt. Which I didn't, but I did buy another shirt. And I'll get to that in a minute. And that was in Bend, Oregon. But so yeah, Jesus met me over in Klamath, dude. So that was pretty cool. He damn near got there at the same time I did, which was cool. And so then we just like walked downtown. I don't know. It was like what, 10-minute walk, Jesus?
Maybe
down to this like Irish bar.
5-minute walk. Yeah, it was a pretty nice bar. Man, I tell you what, that drive to get there was pretty long for me. It was like a 5-hour drive, Gunny.
Yeah, probably it would have been 4 if there was no rain or snow for you. Like you could have got there. I don't know. But then again, I'm thinking like if it was summer, you probably would have hit traffic because a lot of 2-lane roads, right? It's not Highway 5 or downtown Portland where you've got 3-4 lanes to choose from.
It was like driving through a fucking forest. All right, I was driving through a forest. There's like no service out there. All right, and there was like a bunch of fucking snow on the sides of the road. But the roads were clear, so that's a good thing. I was glad that the roads were clear. But yeah, I made it down there. Fun. It was a fun drive getting there. It was fun hanging out with you, Gunny. Seeing you in person was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was our first time meeting in person.
Yeah, that was a little weird, man.
That was the first time? Wow, I thought you guys met once before.
I was like, this guy is real. What the fuck?
I know, right?
What the hell is wrong with him? And I said, Gunny is pretty tall. Like I figured he would be.
I'm like I'm like just a niche from 6 foot. But you saw my son, right?
Dude, his
So
son
my
is
16-year-old,
tall.
that guy's like almost 6'2".
I mean, I'm short compared to Gunny, but to this kid, I'm like really short, dude. He's like looking down at me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
he's a
like,
giant.
oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunny's kid is like really tall, really skinny kid.
I
got
felt
to I
I
got
felt
to
really
meet
bad
Gunny's
because
wife, Gunny's sister-in-law. Very nice people. I like them both. Um, but yeah, it was a fun time, man. I really enjoyed it. It was cool hanging out with you. That place you picked out was really good too. That food was on point, dude. I
yeah,
mean,
there was either going to be that or there was like almost like a brewery / restaurant. I think that was like we would have had to have drove to that one, but
okay.
it wasn't. Again, it was super close. So.
It was fun, man.
Yeah, that was great. We spent some time there, man. Just down at having some good drinks and some good food, and yeah,
Yeah, it was a good
it was a
time,
lot of
dude.
fun.
I look forward to seeing you guys again. I kind of want to make a trip out. I was like thinking that, June is my first vacation this year.
I
I'm
think
thinking
mine
about
too. I'll check the week on it. I think June's one of mine as well.
I know it's the week of my birthday, which is
Maybe
Father's.
May.
My birthday's on Father's Day this year, so it's that week. Whatever fucking week Father's Day falls on, the first Sunday of the week. The rest of the week I'm off. And I was thinking, now I got to make some choices. Where do I want to travel to? I know I want to meet up with Iams and Brink. Brink is coming down to California in October, I think he said. So I'm gonna hang out with Brink then. But I might go visit Iams in that week. And I might have to
Let
go
me know
visit
because
Mayo.
it's about a 3-hour drive to Iams for me.
I might have to book a plane ticket to get to you, Mayo.
Yeah, definitely. Plane tickets gonna be involved. Come to me.
Yeah. Driving over there, it's like a day. Fuck that.
Yeah, I looked up. I said I was on my way, and it was like a day and a half or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a long drive to get to across the country, but
Yeah.
I'll to hang out with you guys this summer. But yeah, it was really cool hanging out with you, Gunny. Like
yeah,
no
that was a lot
shit.
of fun. I'm glad you made the trip, and yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good trip.
it was a fun time. Yeah, and on the way back home, man, the drive felt shorter, but it was way creepier, dude. I was on those roads by myself for the longest time, man. Like I was in that forest. I don't know what I think it's called like the Willamette National Forest or something. I was in that fucker for like miles, dude. At least like 70 miles just by myself. And no other cars, dude. I'm just driving through this forest. Like,
It's like the perfect road.
no, dude, it's not like a straight road, man. It's like a windy ass road.
Even better.
Like snow everywhere. I'm like fucking Sasquatch is gonna come out of the fucking trees right now and kill me. What the fuck? I like
Okay, we can do without the snow, but
Jeepers Creepers is gonna come out here and fucking kill me. I got no cell phone service. Fucking hey, man, it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I would see like one car maybe every like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or maybe even longer. Like it would take 25 minutes.
that's about right. That's about right up there in Oregon.
I would
It's
see
a
one
different
car.
story in California where you'll have cars all around you. It seems well, depending on where you're going. But
Yeah,
yeah, every time I go to Oregon, I'm like, where the hell is everybody? You know? Yeah,
yeah.
this is not California, Central California or whatever
And
you want to
then,
call it, or Northern.
yeah. So after that, thankfully you came up this week during the weekend. Because during the week, man, like on Wednesday, it snowed pretty heavy up here, like in Portland and area and shit. Well, kind of where I live too. It all snowed fucking heavy, dude, like really bad. Like Portland was pretty much fucking shut down. That city was fucked.
Yeah, I think Bill Gardner was saying something about that in the chat. But the
Yeah, it was bad, dude. Like
I
school
know I checked the
buses.
weather before I came, so I know Tuesday was going to start snowing, but we left on
Yeah,
Monday.
fucking school buses weren't getting kids home till like 10 p.m., dude.
Damn.
If they got them home. I mean, like a lot of people had to sleep in their cars because their cars got stuck and they just couldn't fucking go. So they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep in my car. Some people just abandoned their cars. They just fucking left their cars there, like on the side of the freeway. Like, dude, when was it? Thursday I went to work. Was it Thursday? Yeah, I went to work. No, Friday I went to work because I called in Thursday. So I went in on Friday, and just driving to work was weird, man, because I was like on the road kind of by myself, not a lot of cars, maybe like one semi here, one there. But like, the closer I got to Portland, the more cars I would see on the side of the road. Just fucking cars just parked on the freeway, man. Just both sides, just fucking full of cars, man. Just parked there, just chilling, just like it's like, damn.
It's crazy.
Some people ran out of gas because they were waiting there for so long. They're waiting there for like 7 hours, 6 hours. Yeah. Portland sucks, dude. When it snows really heavy, that city is the worst for like being prepared for that shit. It really is. It is just fucking terrible up there. And the problem is that city has like a lot of hills. I don't know if people
That's
may
probably
not.
the worst part. Is probably the hills having to deal with the.
Yeah. People don't know this about Portland, but Portland has a lot of hills, and some of these hills, dude, are really fucking steep, man. Like they're at a pretty fucking steep angle, and like even driving like on a normal day when it's raining, I'm kind of like freaked out driving on these fucking hills. Let alone if it's fucking snowy or icy. You no way, dude. But yeah, you got these people in like SUVs and shit trying to do it all the time. They're trying to go up these fucking hills, and you see these videos of like the people making it to the top, and then they have to stop because it's a stop sign or like there's a car crossing the other road, so they have to stop. And well, what happens when you stop, Mel? You start sliding back.
Oh yeah.
And then they hit, yeah.
Keep going further up.
They hit their fucking brakes, and then they're done. They fucking slide all the way down the hill. And sometimes it's like ping pong, like not like like pinball, dude. It'll be like fucking.
Yeah.
They're just fucking hitting all the cars that are parked. Just fucking boom, boom, boom. Just fucking slamming into all the cars as it's going down the hill. That shit's crazy. But yeah, fun times in Portland. For snow.
So does everybody? I don't know if I asked you at the time, but does everybody do you have studs on your tires now, or do you just always keep them on? How does that work?
I don't. Because they're only legal during the winter, so you got to switch them out or whatever. But yeah, you can have studs on your tire. You could buy them and then keep them on during the winter. But I don't have any. Because, like I said, it snows, and when it snows, it is fucked. But I don't have to drive in the snow that often. It's only when it snows, like, maybe once a year here, maybe, that I have to deal with it, So it's not, like, often that I have to deal with it. So,
like a time? I think we had a time, like, right around the holidays, I think.
Yeah.
You had the snow at the same time I did?
Yeah, but, yeah, like, this time it was kind of bad, so I kind of wish I would have had studs. I would have been able to get to work, maybe, or, like, I don't know. But it was
you really
whatever.
think you would have went to work if you would have?
No, even with studs.
You'd have been like, "Yep, I'm not going."
No, even if I had snow chains, I would not have gone. Because I mean, you gotta think of like snow chains. You gotta drive like 40 miles an hour to get like fuck. It would have taken me
maximum.
It would have taken me hours to get there. One of my coworkers, it took him 6.5 hours to get to work.
Jeez, yeah.
He went into work. And it took him 6.5 hours to get there. And then he worked for like 13 hours and then he went home. I'm like, no way, dude. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm never doing that again. He's like, next time it snows, I'm just calling him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, good idea.
Thinking he was going to be a hero. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to be a hero, make it work. That took him like fucking, a whole shift to get there?
Yeah.
No way, dude. But yeah. No, but yeah, people do have studs over here. People do have snow chains, Gunny. People have 4x4s and shit. And even with all that, people still crash. People still end up in ditches.
So we went up to Crater Lake, which that was my second time there. And it seemed like we always go in the winter. I'd love to go in the summer so you can actually like you do a little hike down to the actual lake itself. It looks like it's like a federal park. But I did put it in 4-wheel drive a couple times just because you know how like up there, I don't think I've ever seen it here in California. It's a 2-lane road going up. It's clear because it hasn't been, all the snow's pushed to the side from the plower or whatever. But it's like ice, 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 and then it's clear for a while, then it's ice, and I'm like, holy craps, because when I went to apply the brakes even slowly, it makes that like grinding sound. I'm like, oh shit, I better put it in 4-wheel drive. So because I knew I was going to go over 40 miles an hour, but everybody else, they all had studs, they had Subarus, they had studs in their tires. So yeah, they were perfectly fine. I saw a couple. Well, I saw a lot of them going up there that were actually there at the park, and that was nice. Went up there, took pictures, and walked around, and yeah, it was definitely worth like the $20. So then it's like, hey, all right, I guess we'll go to Bend, Oregon, right? So I'll just come out of there and make a right, and pretty straightforward. Again, all just forest. There's nothing else around, and I'm like, well, how far is this, guys? Because I'm getting low on fuel. Like, oh shit, I better run out of fuel in the fucking forest. I don't know if I told you guys in our text message or not. I was like, oh shit. So, man, I start going up there, and then of course there's no internet. No T-Mobile. It's like, I was probably like, oh shit, I was starting to sweat a little bit. So, and then finally, I mean, it was a trip though, because whatever highway it was like pretty straight through the forest. All the way back to, I guess that would be Highway 89, right? That takes you up to Bend, Oregon. So eventually, found a freaking gas station over there.
Nice.
Yeah, went up to Bend. Unfortunately, due to timing, we only got to spend just like a couple hours. It was cool though. We went up there, found some little, like food trailers, I guess you can call them. And then, we just went for, had dinner somewhere, and that was cool. But the wife really wanted to tour around the city. So I think next time, maybe not next time. Next time, Jesus, she definitely wants to come up to Portland again. Check that out.
Yeah.
The surrounding part. We only did that once years ago. So, we figure we can do a big meetup,
Come up to Portland, Gunny. We'll hang out with you, Jonathan Hall. We'll get Billy Garner up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have went down and visit the Bend studios for Sony over here in Bend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some autographs, bro. Get a copy of Days Gone and go down there and get him to sign it.
Fuck,
that'd be dope.
Like, when did I go? It was on. Oh man, it was on a Sunday. Wish it was like a weekday.
They're probably closed. Yeah, but yeah, that's where the Sony Bend studio is. Yeah.
Nice. But I saw the high desert up there. Like, I saw the sign. There's a high desert museum, and yeah, that was cool. Like, it was like just a great. Oh man, Mount Shasta was amazing. Just taking pictures, and yeah.
One thing about Oregon is driving through Oregon from where I live down to where you were at, and even if you keep going further south and more east, I guess, like Oregon literally has every kind of like biome. You know what I mean? It
just
really
like California,
does.
it does.
It has like the ocean. We have like a coast, right? Then we have like a beach. We have the city. Then we have like a forest. Then we have the hills. We have the big ass like snow mountain. We got the snowy fucking mountains, like a super snowy areas.
You have those dunes. We've got the dunes here too.
Yeah, we got sand dunes. We have we have big ass lakes everywhere. Then we have like the fucking desert in Eastern Oregon. It's really cool, man. Driving to all of you really see like the difference, Mayo. You go from like city to hills to farmland to fucking mountains to fucking desert. It's way different. Yeah, it's not like some hobo states. Like, give me a hobo state to mention here.
Nebraska. I'm sorry, Nebraska listeners. I don't know.
It's not like hobo in Nebraska, where all they have is nothing, just flat lands.
They have a lot of corn, like Ohio.
It's like where Brink lives, Wyoming. They probably got nothing but flat lands out there.
Probably where my nephew lives in Oklahoma. That might be a hobo state.
Yeah, fucking hobo Oklahoma.
Another 4 listeners. Sorry.
Hobo Oklahoma with their flat lands and tornadoes. Okay, no, that's all they have out there.
Yeah, but real quickly, Jesus, since we're on the whole weather in states thing, so we had an unprecedented storm, and I got stuck in it Friday up north. So I couldn't go home until Saturday, and I sent you guys some pictures. So I was like, fucking snow apocalypse up here.
What's hilarious about that? So Iams, right, Mayo? Iams, me and Iams and Brink were in a chat, and Iams just like he's messaging me and Brink. He's like, guys, he's like, look outside, and he like took a picture outside of his apartment or whatever, and it's like all white, right? He's like, I can't believe it. He's like, it's like ice outside. And then I kind of look at it and I'm like, it's probably hell, right, or something, right? And he's like, I'm like, is it snowing or is that hell? And he's like, I think it's hell. He's like, I don't know what it is. He's like, it looks weird. He's like, it's like,
He's never seen it before in his
yeah,
life.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's never seen snow like in his life. He's like, it looks weird. He's like, it looks like ice, but it's like not hard. And then 5 minutes later, like 10 minutes later, like he realized that it was snow, and he texted. He's like, "Guys, it's snow! It's snow! It's snow!" He's all freaking out. He's like, "I've never seen this before." He's like, "It's fucking crazy!" He's all fucking freaking out. It was like fucking funny. It's like seeing a little kid realize what the fuck snow is for the first time, dude. It was fucking funny. Like the way he like reacted to it. We have it all on chat. It's like he's like baffled at first to what it is, and then he's like, I think it's ice, but it's not hard. And then he's like, oh, it's snow.
Yeah, I think it's gosh, it's crazy because it's been. I saw on Twitter. I think it's been like even like in my area, it's been like 12 years since it kind of like even snowed. I think this might. I think they broke some records from like the 1940s or something.
Yeah.
Especially at so real quickly. So at the rival company that I work for, my friend is the one that got me the house up at the mountain house, right? But still, it's not like mountains. It's not like 3,000 feet or anything. Maybe 500. He called me at like 2 a.m. He goes, dude, I can't even get my car out of the driveway. So, and of course they lost power, so I can't check my camera to even see that my house is under, 6 feet of snow. So, of course, I went to work. I had to detour around the ocean, Jesus. I had to go the ocean route, which took an extra hour at least. Just to kind of avoid all the snowy mountains and stuff like that.
Damn.
So, but I had to come back over it, but yeah, that was kind of cool. At least the road was open, but yeah, it was a sight to behold. I haven't seen it like that in years. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, up here too, that day that it snowed, I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, they said that it broke records here for like snowfall in one day. I think Portland, it said it was the second snowiest day Portland has ever had, like on record or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. They said that the record still is from like 1943 or something like that.
Damn, same here. That's how
And
long
apparently it snowed like, I don't know, but like a lot, dude, on 1940. It was like a lot, like fucking like 19 inches or 20 inches or some shit of snow.
I feel like everybody's like, in the past, we always got more snow.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in Ohio, I remember my childhood growing up, the snow seemed like we always had way more and more often. And then like even when I was a little kid, we had like the blizzard of 76 here in Ohio. Like I was like a newborn.
Oh, back in the day, the blizzard of 76. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like they showed pictures of, like my mom and dad's house. It was like up to the second, like above the porch roof. They went out. They said they went out the second story window and would slide down the hill to get out.
That's wild.
But you didn't. And then today, it's like we get maybe an inch or two every couple months, maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, and that's it.
Global warming now. It's almost like the world is getting warmer, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
I almost said ice cubes.
We're just all backwards this year. Like you guys,
icebergs are melting.
Or the West Coast over there, and I'm over here in Ohio, and you guys are getting snow, and it's like 70 degrees over here.
I know, that's wild. Yeah, we're like, what the fuck?
I'm out washing the car and taking it out, getting pictures taken and stuff, and you guys are there like talking
there
about
with mittens and gloves and freaking trying to start a fire. Shit.
It was cold, man. My house was fucking freezing downstairs.
That's the funny thing is, it doesn't feel like winter here. Like it's February and it's in the constant 50s right now, and like we had a couple 70 days. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, sometimes here in Oregon, it's weird. Like we'll either get snow around December, or we'll get snow like this time of year, like in February, which is like.
Yeah, same.
Oregon is weird like that. Then it'll go from like snow to rain to sunny to snow to rain to sunny, and it's like a fucking mixture of weather. That's kind of how it's been this week. It's really cold, but then it'll rain and get really warm. Then it'll kind of get sunny during the day, but then it goes back to being cold at night. So yeah. But enough weather talk, Gunny and Mayo. What have you been playing, Gunny, besides driving to Oregon?
Well, like I said, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. I know you're going to talk about that later, or if you want to talk about it now. But
We'll talk about it when Mayo talks about it.
yeah. So maybe we'll just do that. Yeah. So besides that, I tried that Atomic Hearts on Game Pass.
Okay, I want to try this out, but okay, I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing bad things.
Yeah,
Gunny,
I
what do
heard
you
bad
think?
things, but I didn't. I was like, no, I'm not going to listen to what the bad things were. So I only played a couple hours of it, so I can't speak too much on what it is. I know I was talking to Mayo, I think, about like, I hope I hope the game gets better. Like it's already okay so far, but one of the things I was telling some friends at work was, so you kind of start out. It's like I went. It kind of gives that BioShock Infinite feel a little bit, just the way it opens up, and I guess you're some sort of enlisted person in the military, in Russia. So that's and so there's also like wife's over there yelling. So sorry about that, guys. But uh, but yeah, I guess there's also like robots in the game as well. Um, and so, but one of the things that kind of stood out to me was they've got like these iRobots in the game, and then there's also like what I call sex doll robots. So that's what they look like, without the big lips in them. So it's it's crazy. But I remember one of them like actually grabbed me by the hand when everything kind of went to hell, I guess you can call it. But not so much of a spoiler. It's just right in the beginning of the game, fairly. And it was like, like just her like grabbing me, like, wait, are these not like hacked robots or what's going on? So pretty good opening to the game so far. And, you start off with a melee weapon. I think it's like, I don't know what it is, like a freaking axe or some shit. So, and eventually you'll get a shotgun. But so far graphics are pretty good in the game. Yeah, but I haven't made it like really too much further, you know, than what I've just said. So it's good so far. I want to keep going with it. See where the story leads.
How the your graphics are pretty? You said they're decent. Like I keep hearing generic Bioshock is what I keep hearing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen like, so far past like I've just been inside buildings so far. So I haven't really, I mean, you kind of start outside, but as far as action and stuff goes,
Is the voice acting pretty good or?
So far I think it is. I think the voice acting's okay so far. So everybody, like even the NPCs that I've met, you can kind of interact with them in some way. So it seems okay. Oh, so the main, like who you play as a protagonist or whoever you even are, like I recognize that voice. I'm like, I never got to research who that was, but I'm like, I've heard that voice several different games. So definitely familiar with whoever it is. So, but yeah, I like the beginning opening, and just you can see all the soldiers, parading down the street and everything, and big tall structures. So, yeah, I think the graphics are pretty good. I'm playing on a Series S, just on a regular LG 4K TV. So, but so far so good. But yeah, I know I have another friend. He's like, I don't like the game. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it, but but this person also like Callisto Protocol, so I'm like, like see it. I couldn't get into that game for some reason. So, but yeah, definitely plan on playing more of that. Other than that, like I'm still stuck, guys, on Dead Space 3. I still have that same game save. I probably tried it at least 25 times, but I can't seem to get past it. I'm not going to restart the game. So I just got to keep going and grinding on it just to get past this one part. So and this is literally like 6 hours into the freaking game, and I'm like stuck, So it's just like where, the fucking aliens there's like 6 or 8 of them that just come at me at once. I feel so, and now when I'm trying to take these canisters and I'm trying to blow them up, but yeah, they either spit some fucking acid at me, and I'm already at a low health. So. And if I didn't mention before, like if I I'm gonna go back up to the main place, right? Well, the enemies still come out, right? And they still take my health down or something. Like fuck, just trying to get more health packs. So I'm like, that's not going to work. I've tried that several times. So, because the enemies will like basically respawn or something, even if you're like, well, let me save the game at this point, run back down. Nope, they still respawn, and they still take some of my health away. So, yep, I'm stuck like Chuck on that one. So, but I'm sure, I don't know, there's something about it where I'm like, man, I just don't want to keep going back at it again and again and again, It's like I just pick away at it slowly. So I'll come back to it, try it again. No, it didn't work. All right, I'll go play something else, It's like, I don't know, I just keep giving up on the game. So I'm not done yet. So I'll get through it. If I got through so many hours of Elden Ring and made it as far as I did, I could do that in Dead Space. So Dead Space 1 remake, excuse me. I saw they're, in talks for remaking Dead Space 2 and 3, so I'm pretty excited about that still. So I really love Dead Space 2. That one was actually a favorite of mine, so. But yeah, I think I also played more of that Darkest Dungeon 2 demo. So, yeah, I think that was that on Xbox or Steam? I think it was on Steam where the demo was.
What do you think? I could never get into the first one.
Yeah, I probably played like 8 hours of the first one. And it's definitely one of those games where you start out and you get your ass handed to you and you come back, you recruit more people, and go back at it again, It's like you get a little bit further each time. I think it's supposed to be that way. So until you really get good at it and then you can get further in the game, more items, better abilities, stuff like that. So, yeah. But number 2, I don't know how it is so far because so far in the demo, I've only been in like this horse and carriage, and I don't know if that's just the only part of the demo. You will come across where like, you'll meet some people and you might do some trading or something, or it's almost like a scripted thing, like, there was a scuffle or whatever, but everybody made it out okay, but yeah, like, and then, that I've just made it to where there's just smaller enemies or something like that. So seemed like, just like, number 1. So in some ways, so I don't know. So I think depending on what the price is, I probably pick it up at like $40, So I don't know if I want to pay a full $60 for it. So I don't play those games enough. But yeah, looks good so far. Yeah, not much else besides that. All my other normal stuff, all my Becastled and Satisfactory and other stuff that I've just been playing a lot of. So just grinding away at those games or farming, Satisfactory. Just let stuff build up, and yeah, I've been trying to keep away from it. I'll just let it grind and keep doing its machine thing and go back and play other games. So I don't know, did I talk about Sniper Elite 4? I think I went back and played a shit ton of that. So
I don't remember if you did or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember in the last 3 weeks, but yeah, I for some reason, like, was it 4 or 5? Which one came out on Game Pass? I think it was 5, right?
5,
yeah, it was 5, and I went back and played 4 and went, oh, this fucking game is awesome. Love this game. Almost near the end of it, by the way. Sniper Elite 4. So I never finished it. So I probably bought in all the DLC or whatever it is in the game. Just played on normal, just going in and killing every enemy on the map. So there's something just super enjoyable about it that I love. So, especially when you can get everybody from a distance, and yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of places that I can hide, where in 5, I felt like, especially in that farm level, not a farm level, but it had some coast to it and just a lot of open area. So the enemies kind of come running a little bit faster. So, but yeah, it seemed like I just got that through that first level way too slow. And it's like, I have to learn like the second map now, It was almost like I didn't want to, Where 4 just like it just fit like a glove, it was just so good. So each map, I don't know, just so much better. Something about it. So, but yeah, that's all I play, man. Besides like some mobile stuff. Yeah, just some mobile pinballs. What have you been playing, Mayo?
Oh man, so Hogwarts, I know we'll talk about that more when Jesus gets back. But gaming wise, for me, I've been like, I don't know, like I have not been wanting to sit down and play like a game for like long periods at a time. You know, like kind of like grind anything out or anything like that. So I feel like these like short games that are short, like hits or whatever, just kind of like get in, game for a little while, and get out. Is kind of where I've been this last couple weeks. Well, like ended up picking up Gran Turismo. Was it 7? The
Yeah.
one on the PS5, and I picked that up at the same time I picked up Hogwarts, and I probably played that a good chunk more than I played Hogwarts, and I'm enjoying Hogwarts. It's just that quick get in, get out, do a couple races in Turismo, and then I just kind of get out. And so I've been enjoying that. I did have something weird happen. It was kind of frustrating. I forgot about these, and I haven't played Gran Turismo since like maybe like the second one, like like on the PS2 days or something like that. And I forgot about those challenges. Not like the I remember doing the license test, but they had like these challenges, and they sent me to them, right? And there's the first set of challenges, like 10 challenges, and I'm going through them, and it's like you can get like bronze, silver, gold, and I'm going through trying to get gold for all of them, and I've gotten gold for 9 of them, and I'm on the 10th one, and this car they give you has 17 horsepower. And it has no power whatsoever, right? And you got to do like a whole like 2 laps around this track, and I could not get past it. Like you have to win the race. You start in the very back, and the car goes like uphill, and it practically like comes to a stop when you're going up the hill. Like it was so boring trying to do this race. Like it just felt so slow. Like it was just forever. And I tried and tried and tried, and I would get like second or third, second and third, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, finally, I kept playing and playing. I was getting tired. It was late at night, and the one time I was racing, I finally get it. I'm like 3/4 away on the final lap, right? And I see like it's this last straightaway. That's the easiest part, like the straightaway. It's just driving straight, no curves or nothing. And I could see the finish line coming, and all of a sudden the game like closes
Oh
because
no.
because they did an update for
Yes.
Gran Turismo,
Yeah,
and I
yeah, they
lost
do that.
online access, and I lost my progress.
Oh shit.
So I had to go back to this race the next day and try again a few times, and finally I got it. And then I was super disappointed too because when you get gold in the first set of challenges, it gives you like 2 cars. The car it gave me was like this 1930s Jeep. I could kind of cared less about. I'm just like,
Yeah.
really? All that work was to get this 1930s Jeep that I'll never have been driving in this game, kind of like. So
No
that was
Lamborghini.
yeah, it was kind of entertaining. I was hoping for like some kind of cool car, in some form or something like that. And yeah, I get this Jeep. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like done with that part of it. That's what do I do? I go to the shop and I buy myself a white Camaro. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
we're doing this the right way.
Hey,
And
trading that
and I
Jeep in.
here's some other weird things about this game. Okay, so I'm going through, and you know how Gran Turismo is. They take good photos of like the interiors of the car and everything, right? And it's the exact same setup as my car on the inside. Same color seats and everything. It's like the red and black leather, which I have in my car. It's like the same exact setup as mine, right? So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And the next time I do a race with it, it's like at night. And all the lights on the dash, it has my car with the brights on for some reason all the time. Like on the dash, it shows your your headlight indicator, but it has the brights are on light
Hmm.
indicator while we're driving the whole time. So evidently we're gonna be like that guy that races with their brights on the whole time. It shows the headlights and the brights, but which I just thought was kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, well then I got to notice, and I was reading like they have like like the histories, like they tell you stuff about the histories of each car, and they kind of go in depth of all this stuff on this one, and they show that like the stats on my car, and then the horsepower numbers are wrong.
Hmm.
Like, and so I was like, that's really weird for like, as much as they take time to go in to make the artwork, all these cars look right and everything look right. And they have this stuff about the history of the car and all this stuff. And then they talk about the horsepower numbers, and the horsepower numbers are wrong. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, how were they wrong? Were they too
How far
way
were they
off?
off?
They were low. So like my car from the factory is rated at 455 horsepower and 455 torque. In the game, they say it's 443 horsepower and 443 torque. And I thought, that's kind of weird. That they were wrong in that aspect. I'm like, okay, whatever. Look
Oh,
past it,
what
right?
model was it? The same exact model as yours?
Yeah, it's even the same year. It has a 2016 Camaro SS.
I'm gonna look it up right now. See if they got their stats off Google or
Back
something.
factory, they were off by a couple of horses, huh?
So it
It's
says
kinda weird.
here. It says here 440 horsepower and 450 pounds of
Yeah, see,
torque.
that's wrong because what year did you type in?
2016 Camaro.
Yeah, see, that's wrong. It's actually 455.
Oh wait, maybe you're wrong, Mayo.
No.
Mayo,
The
you're
game's right,
wrong,
you're wrong.
Mayo. Mayo is wrong. Mayo thinks he has 15 more horsepower than he does.
Uh,
I'm looking at it on the. This is coming from the Chevy website, Mayo. Why would they lie about their own car?
Hold on, I'm gonna look at you crazy.
All right, I'm looking at the Chevy website, and it says horsepower 440. Yeah, 440
Out the door.
That's weird.
out the door, and that's for the LT1 version.
So there's probably different versions, right?
That's the high end one, no? Or which one's the high end one?
Yeah, that's weird. And they must have got off the website because they like if you just Google
They've
like
actually got it off the
Camaro
website.
SSHP, it says 275 to 455.
Well, yeah, but I'm looking at the actual website for like the media thing for Chevy, and it says 440,
Hmm.
450. Oh, what's up, Mel? Maybe you're wrong, Mel, huh? Are you the fucking Chevy guy? I thought you were a Chevy guy.
Yeah. I thought you were the expert on Chevys.
You don't even know your own fucking car's horsepower, Chevy guy? Come on.
That's weird
You're
because
rich.
I literally have everything I have seen has been 455.
What does your car say, like in the manual?
I don't. It didn't come with a manual.
What does it say on the engine? Does it like in the hood or something? Doesn't say.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say like a.
Hmm.
Here, I'm gonna share it. If I go to this auto blog, it literally says 22 SS.
Why are you
2,
believing these auto blogger guys? They're
I don't know,
lying to you, Mel.
455. I don't know. It's weird.
But you
Anyway,
said you said Gran Turismo said 443. Is that what you said?
yeah. It was a weird.
Well, the
The other thing
website
I thought was
says
really weird. So as
440.
I was actually continuing to race in this game, right? And I unlocked the Z01. They did a Camaro thing. And then in the Z01, they had the wrong motor size. And I know that was wrong for sure. They said it was a 5.7 liter and it's a 6.2 liter.
Now I gotta fact check you again.
Yeah, the Z01's a 6.2 liter.
Yeah.
Supercharged.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they. So maybe in the game they have it lower, but then you upgrade. Can you upgrade it later? I guess.
Yeah, you can upgrade it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
funny that that site has the Camaro horsepower. Like I've always seen it as 455.
What did you say was the engine?
It's a 6.2 liter.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, you got that
Yeah.
right.
And it's a supercharged. It's 650 horsepower. I know my Camaros.
Do you know? Do you?
Evidently
Well,
not.
Apparently not, man. Okay, I'm looking at the fucking website right now, man. Okay.
It's on Chevy's website?
Yeah, the media.chevrolet.com. Here, I'm gonna send you this link.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
the link.
It's in the chat in the Discord chat. Yeah, Mel. What's up with that, Mel?
I'm curious, like if it's in also in what am I thinking of? Turn 10.
I'm assuming they're all they do these video game companies. I'm sure that all they do is pull these stats from the fucking websites like
I
this.
don't
You know
think
what I
they do
mean?
in Forza, but
I'm
unless they show
assuming
stats.
they probably do in Forza. They show stats like they show ride heights and shit in Forza, don't they?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just in the sim racing or.
Now I wonder what Forza says. It's really weird that it shows us. Like I
What do you
said,
mean?
hold on, I can like Hold on 1 second here.
Oh, don't link me your little hobo fucking car enthusiast fucking thread that you have going on. It's Mayo's own website, thechevyguy.com, and it's Mayo's website.
Okay, Edmonds.
Right.
Edmonds is the car place, right? You pull it up, $455.
They're liars. Bunch of liars. They're making the Chevy guys. Maybe the guy who runs Edmonds is a Chevy guy,
Maybe.
and he wants to feel better about himself.
I don't think it ever matters that much. I put a link in there for you, Jesus, just so you can see it. I got to prove myself right over here. But yeah, that's weird. I've always seen it at 455. But either way, I just thought that was kind of off. So I was like, oh, that's weird. But then I just kind of was paying more attention, like I said, and then they showed the motor size in that Z01, and I'm like, is it a 5.7? I'm like, I didn't think it was, and so then I haven't had double check, and I'm like, yeah, they're definitely wrong.
Yeah,
That is weird.
I'm assuming they just pull these stats off of these websites. There's probably some fucking intern that gets paid to do this shit, all right? But he's not even getting paid. He's a fucking intern. He's doing
Right.
it as a school project or whatever. What did you do for your school project, intern project? I worked for the Gran Turismo team over at Sony, and I did the car stats. I had to research every fucking car that they had in the game and put in the stats or whatever. And all he's doing is going to the website and copy pasting this shit, okay? He's
Maybe
pasting.
It was probably for the 2015 he messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was my time with Gran Turismo, and I've been enjoying it. I mean, one thing I could say, probably my biggest complaint about that game, Gunny, is the music. This has to have the worst music of any racing game I've ever heard in my entire life.
They've always haven't had the good music.
Yeah,
I mean,
even Forza has like just the straight up sim.
Oh
There's
no,
no
it
reason
doesn't even
doesn't
make
have
sense.
any real music.
It's like classical, and I mean like
yeah, no. Have you ever played a Gran Turismo, Mel?
yeah, I played the original
It's probably
one.
all license free
If you
music, so they don't.
remember any old Gran Turismo, even the older ones, even like GT5 and 4 and all those, they've always had that type of music like that, like piano or like
Yeah,
it's like
I
a
remember having
piano
like
playing or like a violin
When you
playing
think
in the
about all those
background.
videos, guys, all those videos you put up, because they could be up on YouTube for years, right? And nobody would ever claim them. Where they will do that, in freaking the other fucking games. They will,
I wish I could upload a sample because you'd have to hear it. Like some of it is really, really bad. I mean, it is not. It reminds me of something you would see in Tetris or hear in Tetris.
I get it. Like I said, it's always been like that in GT though. Like it feels like for me, even playing it as a kid, even playing like Gran Turismo on the PS1 or PS2, probably PS1. I remember like the music's always been that way. It's always been like some like Japanese like adult music.
Yeah,
This is what it feels like. Like the game is made for adults, so they like thought we should put like this like old boomer music in here, so it keeps the boomers' blood pressure down.
I would be fine without it. Like non-licensed music. It just was so boring.
Yeah,
you're racing to like this classical type music in the background. And the least thing that's really nice is they keep it pretty quiet on there, so like it's pretty much turned down to where like Forza, it's kind of.
So yeah, I checked my Forza Horizon 3 videos have all been removed. I think I uploaded at the time. I think it was 4 or 5 of them up on YouTube. But yeah, they were all removed. Like somebody claimed them. They were like, "No, you can't use that song." So that's after they expired, like after a year. Somebody went in and said, "Oh, you can't have that. So take it down now or whatever. It doesn't belong to you." I was like,
Like I said, I've been enjoying it overall. The music is so weird to me, but like I said, I can ignore it while I'm driving for the most part. But sometimes there's
play
these
Spotify over it.
There's this mode in there that has like these music records that you can unlock, and it gives you a song, and the song is pretty loud, like you hear it over top of the car, and you got to try to get to each destination on the track before time runs out. Think of the old school Outrun, as you're driving,
Yeah.
you're trying to get there before time runs out. And each time you get to that little check mark, it adds more time. You got trying to get so far. And if you can play through the whole song, it unlocks the song for you, which is kind of interesting. But there've been a lot of those were pretty hard to hear. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, like I said, I've always felt like the Gran Turismo has always been like that. The music has always been fucking.
And it could be. It's been a long time since I played one, so
It's always boomer music, man. Like I said, I think like the game is mostly it's targeted towards like a sim more than like a game.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like
And I expected it to be a sim and all that.
they
stuff.
try to go for like a more serious tone. I feel like if you ever played like a Settle Core, whatever that fucking was that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can never pronounce it
Corsa
either.
or whatever. That fucking simulation racing game, or like, even if you remember like Project Cars or like any of those games that are like really more simmy than like
They're hard.
arcadey, they always have like that type of music because they're all copy like Gran Turismo or whatever.
Yeah.
So like they all have like that classical like fucking music in the background. Apparently, car people are into classical music. You should know this as a hardcore Chevy guy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know when you're driving your Chevy down the road, okay, you're totally blasting the classical music.
Oh yeah. Oh, you seen that video I shared with you that time? Like it had the music on the background. You could hear it.
It's all classical fucking Beethoven playing.
Yeah, it was.
He had Beethoven
You got
playing
me.
in the
That's
background.
why my whole Spotify playlist is classical. Just don't tell anybody.
all that shit you see in the movies, like in that fucking the what's that? Fast and the Furious movies. All that fucking rap music and bullshit. That shit don't happen. You ever pull up to a car meet? All it is a bunch of people playing classical Beethoven.
Oh yeah.
Getting hyped up for the race, okay?
Definitely.
Ain't no girl
John's over there. It's all about family. Let's go.
Ain't no girl shaking
Grab your
her
violin.
ass to no fucking Cardi B or whatever. Fuck no, it's all fucking Beethoven around this bitch, alright? Fucking Mozart.
Not me, buddy. I'm in my Jeep saying Cardi with my Rari. Yeah.
Cardi with my Rari.
I like that song.
That's
I like Cardi B.
fucking damn Cardi with my Rari.
Whatever, it's in the song. That's what she sings. That's my favorite one from her.
Oh my god, I'm fucking dead, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, anyways, Mayo's over here like, I don't even know what that is. All I listen to is fucking
Oh, I know what Cardi B is.
He's over there with Amadeus. That's as hardcore as he goes.
I was just thinking the other day how funny it was that McDonald's has a Cardi B
the
Happy Meal. They drop Ronald McDonald, and they're picking up Cardi B.
Her and her husband. It's called like the Cardi B and Offset meal or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Didn't she get community service? They were going to put her in jail, I think, for a nightclub brawl or whatever. So, but she got, she gangsta.
Damn.
But besides all that, I also another game that's been kind of like quick hit for me. I've been playing, and I played this a while back, and I kind of getting stuck on it again. Is Returnal. And I know this game has come to Steam, and it's kind of overpriced on Steam, I believe. It's $60.
It's full price.
And I don't think it's a $60 game. It's probably one of those like $20.
40. I would say 40 maybe at most.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun, but I don't really feel like it's a full like $70 game. You know what I mean?
It's just really hard. The problem is that you're going to be playing the same fucking section a lot till you get the hang of it.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing like the same area, like that first section a lot, right? And I actually watched. I don't do this very often. I actually broke down and watched the video because I just felt stuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm not making any progress. I'm not unlocking anything new.
Once you get to the house.
I've seen the house, but you can't get in the house. Like I'm still.
Have you got in the house? I got into the house, and that alien, not the alien, but like the astronaut guy showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the astronaut guy? There's an astronaut guy that shows up all creepy like, and like you'll kind of see him off the side of the screen, like in the background, like just staring at you, like an astronaut, like wearing like an astronaut, like an astronaut suit or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they have the shield, the heat shield or whatever, like the visor. they have it down so you can't see the face of the person in there, and they're just standing there staring at you. And you're like, hey, who the fuck are you? And then they disappear when you get there, and it's like,
I think I'm getting
Who
close.
was it?
So I'm in the first biome, Jesus. There's like this red wall I can't get through, and I have to get like a sword. I guess it will break them, right? And I've had a couple times where I've gotten to this one room. It's like the same room every time. It has like two pathways, and there's these giant eyeballs that have like a searchlight that comes out of them. And if you get in that light, they shoot a laser at you, right? So you got to avoid those. But you're kind of going up this hill, and the two paths come back together. And where they come back together, they put it's like a robot turret up there that shoots like blasts at you, and it's protected by a shield. And I can never I have to try to just dodge this thing all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to dodge it and then do some other things. I'm usually getting kind of low in health time I get up there. And then I can't remember if I got past it or behind it. I think the door behind it was red, like I couldn't get in there. So I'm not sure what. It looks like I need to get this melee weapon, which I don't have yet. It's like a sword that can break those red things. And I just trying to figure out where I can find this thing. So now I'm like going back through, and I'll play it like 3 or 4 runs. I'll play where I die, and then I start getting impatient. I'm like, all right, I've done this, I've seen this, and I'm just like starting to run through it, and then I start screwing up more because I'm becoming impatient.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like that. Like I go in, do a couple runs, and I get back out now because after a while,
That's the best way to play that game, because I remember when I was playing it, there was a few times literally, man, where I would play it for like 2 hours, right? And I get so far, and then I just get stuck. Literally, your brain, it's like my brain would get conditioned to doing the puzzles in a certain way that it cannot think any other way. My brain could not like I had to do the puzzle a completely different way, but my brain was so stuck in doing everything the certain way it's been doing it for the last 3 hours that it can't think otherwise. It can't think like, oh, maybe we should do. No, my brain is like, no, do this, do this, do this, do this, and I could never get past it. Then I would stop playing the game, right? I would go play something else, and come back to it like a day or two later, and I'd beat it the first run. I'd beat it right away, like I would just get through it like nothing. It wouldn't even be like a struggle because my brain was like it reset my brain. And now my brain could see the puzzle the way it was supposed to be played, right? It's like, oh, now I understand what I'm supposed to do. But it's like your brain after a while gets stuck in a pattern of you learn how to solve the puzzles a certain way, so your brain just keeps thinking the same way. You know what I mean? And then if you somehow give it a break and go do other shit and play other games or do whatever in life, and then come back to it. It's like your brain resets, and it's like now it knows, oh, I can solve this because you gotta do this. It's very simple. And I would think to myself, how the fuck did I not think of this last time? And it's not because I couldn't think of it, it's because my brain literally would not let me. You got stuck in a fucking loop, It's like you're in the game, you're stuck in that fucking loop. You can't get past it, and it's like, sometimes you've got to give your brain a rest, man. Legit. If you feel stuck in that game, my best advice would be take a break from it, go play something else that's a little bit different. And when you go back to it, you might find that you'll beat it right away within the first the first time you play it.
I've been enjoying it. But the thing is, it's like when I die, like I said, I kind of rush again, and I'm like, okay. And then you get that dumb pistol. You're starting off with that pistol again after I had that carbine, which was great. And I was loving that thing. And then I'm like, okay, I'm back to the pistol. And then like I said, then I get in a hurry. Then I make a stupid mistake or something, and I take extra damage early. And I'm like, oh damn it, and you get those health bars. If you have full health when you pick up a health, when you get 3 of those, it adds to your overall health. It makes it bigger. So I'm like, oh, so then I'm like, if I take damage early, I feel like I ruined my run because I took damage earlier and I'm already wasting one of them health bars. I want to keep, I guess a heavier health bar for the first boss is kind of what I've been reading. But I do like how it has the weapon proficiency, and then the health bar, if you have full health and you still pick up more health drops, if you can get to them, it gives you more overall health, which is kind of cool. And stuff like that. So there's a benefit of not taking damage. And then there's those weird times, I keep Jesus getting stuck by those random enemies that appear, like the one with the big tentacles on the first map. It's like a big, I don't know what you can call it. It's like a lion, tiger looking thing, but it has these tentacles and it jumps around. and that thing just whoops my ass like all the time. Like every time I happen to run across one, I'm already like half health, and like 2 hits from that thing and it kills you, and it like jumps at you and you're trying to dodge and avoid it. And then there's another thing that when you've probably seen when it shows like you find like another suit detected, and you can scan it, and it'll be like sometimes it'll give you the option to like avenge that person or whatever. But there's times when you scan it, it turns into like a little alien, and it's like small and fast. And that thing has whooped my ass a couple of times. Like it comes at you, and you were not expecting it, and you're like, "Oh crap!" And anymore, I know it when I see it start to transform, I run, But usually, I think I've killed it like twice, but I'm enjoying the game though. Like I really do like it. Like I said, it is hit and miss. Like when I play it, after a while, I do get tired of playing it. But it's my wheelhouse. I love roguelikes. I love like progression like that. I like the way the shooting and stuff feels. I'm just not like being patient enough with it. Like I said, I played it up long enough, and I'm like, when I die, I'm like, okay, I want to get back to where I was at, and I'm like just running through and grabbing things and not being as cautious as I would have normally have been if I would have played the first time, after taking a break. But that's pretty much what I've been playing. Just pretty much those in between Turismo and Returnal. Haven't really played on the whole PC a whole lot. Haven't really fired up the Xbox or nothing either.
Canceled that Game Pass, did you?
Yeah, I actually did. I actually canceled
You're
my
a
Game
Sony
Pass.
fanboy now, aren't you?
What's that?
I said you're a Sony fanboy, aren't you? Huh?
No, I'm not a Sony fanboy yet. But it just Game Pass hasn't had a whole lot like.
You get the racing wheel and the PSVR 2 next, right?
No. We'll let Jesus buy the PSVR. That way he can sell it to Bill.
Well,
We've seen that in the chat.
Half price.
Yeah, that way they're right there. But, we'll let him do that experiment.
Come on, you're getting the Pro controller. It just came out.
I wouldn't mind having the Pro controller, but
no, look, just get it, go all in, okay? Just convince Edward to get it, then just borrow it from him.
No, there you go.
Just tell her you're going to pay for half and then not do it.
Yeah, and just be like, oh, bro, yeah, I'll pay you next week, and just keep saying next week.
Until he leaves.
Yeah.
And then just say, leave that here for safekeeping. You'll be back.
And they'd be like, do you really want to haul this back to California? Just leave it here. I'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, you don't have room in your car to take
it back. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do.
But yeah, I mean, after that, the only other thing I played is a little bit of Hogwarts. Like I said, I'm about as far as Gunny. I'm not real.
Oh, let's talk Hogwarts, guys. The best Harry Potter world RPG game ever made.
It seems everybody loves this game. It's getting great reviews. I'm enjoying it.
I love it.
Don't feel like I can want to play like a big lengthy campaign.
What is it? How long is it? 50 hours? 80 hours? Something like that?
I don't know, but I love it. Bill Gardner completed it in 90 hours. Imes completed it. I don't know how long it took him. Imes is weird, man. They do complete this game so fast. Anyways.
He gets early access, though, I think. He gets, earlier codes or something.
Anyways, I got...
What schools did you guys get?
Well, I picked Slytherin.
Yeah. I ended up doing Ravenclaw.
What a loser. Fucking Ravenclaw.
Oh, really?
Worst traits in the game ever.
Fucking loser.
Well, I knew you do a Slytherin, and I didn't know what Gunny was doing. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to do Ravenclaw.
Actually, I
almost went Raven. I almost chose that.
I did the little hat thing or whatever, and they asked me the questions, and it told me that I was supposed to go Slytherin, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I was like, even if you told me something else, I still would have picked Slytherin, but...
Right. Mine actually told me Raven. I decided I was going to do whatever the hat said, and it put me in Ravenclaw, so...
I thought
you choose, right? The hat tells you to choose, right?
No, the hat gives you questions, and then the hat recommends one for you. It'll say, oh, I think you're whatever, Slytherin or Gryffindor, or I think you're Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. But then you can change. It'll say you don't have to, on the bottom it says you don't have to go with whatever the hat shows for you.
Oh, shit, because I didn't read that part. You can change it. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, it's going to let me choose. Okay. But I almost went Raven, but Slytherin was what I actually ended up choosing at the end.
Well, yeah, like I said, the hat chose for me, and it said, you are a Slytherin. You want to be a badass motherfucker. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
But
Anyways,
how much does this change though? Like, I don't think it changes a whole lot, right? Because I think we still have the same friends, right?
same friends, so same main quest. What it does change though, it changes your side quest. So I know that for a fact, Hufflepuff has a special quest with the Chamber of Secrets. And now the Chamber of Secrets is you actually go into it a few times in the game when you get into the story in the main quest. You go into that area, but there's an actual like side quest attached to it, and I think Hufflepuff has that one. I'm pretty sure Ravenclaw has some other quests that are exclusive to Ravenclaw that are side quests. And I think Gryffindor has something to theirs. I don't know about Slytherin. But I've been doing everything, man, in this game. I've been doing, like, literally, I just run around. I fly on the map. I'm doing all the Merlin trials to get my, like, gear slots up and upgraded. So those are pretty easy. Some of them you cannot do until you learn a certain spell because it requires a certain spell to be able to solve the puzzle. But most of them you could get done, I would say, from the get-go, which I recommend doing because once you complete those Merlin trials, guys, you actually unlock more slots for your gear, and you're going to need those slots because, dude, you'll be doing a quest, and every single chest that you open, which sometimes there'll be a lot in the chamber, like in the area that you're in or dungeon or whatever, there'll be so many chests that you're literally getting a piece of gear every single time you open one. Every single fucking time you will be getting a piece of gear, and then it'll get to a point where they'll say like, hey, you don't have any more gear slots left. Like, you're all full of gear. Like, get rid of that shit and then come pick this up. So I was running into that issue, right, where I was like, man, how the fuck do I keep running out of gear slots? So the other day I set on a quest to do all the Merlin trials, and I completed most of them. I still got to complete the last 12 or whatever. But now I have like 40 gear slots or 30 something. So I feel like I'm all a little bit better than I was because you start off with only 20. And but my problem was I would complete a quest, then I'd find the nearest vendor. I'd fly to the nearest vendor or fast travel to them, and I would sell them all my shit that I didn't need, right? Like all the gear that I didn't use.
Right.
I just sell it. Anything that's my theory is even if it's a legendary item like a gold item or whatever, or like orange, because there's like a rank system. There's like purple, green, red, gold, or whatever. Even if it's like an orange one, the legendary or whatever, I'd fucking sell them if they're weaker than what I already have equipped, right? Like if the stats are lower, I just sell it. I don't even care if I can, because like later on in the game, you get this ability to enchant items. So like you can actually, like in the room of requirement, which is a room you'll unlock later on in the game, it's like your special room or whatever, like your secret hidden room. You can like customize this room to however you want, but in that room you get an ability to like unlock this thing that lets you enchant your items with like more like abilities or special traits to them. So you can enchant an item and make it to where it's more resistant to like fire spells, or it's more resistant to like the levitation spells, or it's you'll take every time you use your dark magic ability to like kill people, or like the super special dark magic shit you have, it uses less of it or whatever. Like, so it has like different abilities you can put on your gear. The problem is I did that once, and right away, like the next mission, I was getting better gear than what that was. So that item that just enchanted was kind of useless at that point. Like, yeah, I could keep it on to keep the enchantment on, but once I unlocked a new piece of gear and it was like 20 points higher defense skills or whatever, or stats than this one, it's like, well, do I want to keep the enchantment shit, or do I want to just get the extra defense points? You know what I mean? Like, what's the trade-off here? So it's gotten to a point where I don't even enchant my shit anymore. I just kind of get the better stuff and go with it. But there's also like items where you will find sometimes an item that has like a question marks on it, and it's like a mystery item, so you have to take it back to the room of requirement, and you use
To
this
reveal it or something.
Yeah, and all you do is press X or whatever on a table, and it'll reveal everything that's in your inventory automatically. It'll just say like, okay, this is a hat that has this. And like some of them sometimes are lower stats than when you already have equipped. Especially if you've been doing a lot of side quests like I have. So you go to like these main quests, right, and you get these items that are like, dude, this is some shitty shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't want this. But because the reason that happens is because I've been doing so many side quests and leveling my guy up that by the time I get to these main quests, these guys, I'm getting this gear that's kind of weaker than what I have on already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the quest is easier by any means, because the enemies do scale with you. I have noticed that. So, like, even if the quest says recommended level 15 and I'm level 25, I get into the quest and I'll be fighting people that are level 25 or whatever. You know, like the enemies in the game are at my level. They're not below me. They're always like at my level. Even the enemies in the world in general, I would say 95% of the time that I fight somebody in the random wild, like in the world, while I'm out flying around and I run into somebody, I run into a camp or something, all those people are always at or near my level or above my level.
That's a good thing, though, right?
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing. Well,
it
unlike
makes the
other games where
combat
you'd be like, you just go in there
challenging.
like a god.
Yeah. No, there's times where I get in there and I fuck people up, but I know that like, hey, these guys were on my level, so like they could have fucked me up. And there's times where you run into like a camp, and there's some cool shit going on. Like there'll be like a troll, like a big giant troll guy, that's in the camp. And like what's cool is that the enemies in the game react like you would expect them to, like in a movie or something, right? Like they don't just only attack you. It's not like all of a sudden because you show up and you're the protagonist, oh everybody look at me here, just attack me now. You know, it's not like all the enemies turn their attention away and now you have a fucking troll attacking you and you got like 20 other dudes attacking you at the same time. No. Like the dudes they'll keep fighting the fucking troll first over you because they see the troll more of a threat, right? So they'll actually keep fighting the troll, and then once they're done with the troll, you help them kill the troll. Then they turn their attention to you and start fighting you. Or sometimes they'll kind of split off, right? Like half of them are fighting the troll, and the other half are fighting you, which is kind of like a cool thing that I noticed in the game. It's not like other video games where you walk into a territory and like there was these two factions fighting, and not because you showed up.
Right, they're all attacking you.
Everyone's attacking you now. They all became buddies and attacked you all of a sudden. Like, yes, the troll will chase you. Yes, the enemies, sometimes they will all kind of gain up on you. But they will also attack the troll. Even if the troll is attacking you, they will actively attack the troll still, no matter what. So it's kind of like a cool trade-off thing. But I love the world, man. I love the side quest, the little abilities you can unlock, and like the things you can do in the game. It's just never ending. The game, literally, I'm 20 hours into it, man, and like I feel like for those 20 hours, it was like every 30 minutes I was getting something new to do. Like the game's like, oh, now you can do this. Now you could do this. Hey, by the way, we noticed that you like doing this, but you could also do this now. Oh, and we can show you how to do this. And like the game just constantly, it's just more and more and more and more. It's like an actual true RPG. You think of like Skyrim or like think of like an Elder Scrolls game, right? Where you're playing a game and those games are like never ending, right? And you start off with like one quest. And you walk through a town, now you have 20 quests. You walk to the next town, now you have another 10 more fucking quests because you talked to the fucking bartender and the bartender told you, hey, I heard there's a cave over here with the fucking chest in it or whatever. Same thing happens in this game. You'll walk into an area and you hear people talking and they're like, hey, I heard there's a fucking thing about this thing in the Forbidden Forest that I keep hearing about, but I don't want to go in there. Like, and now you think to yourself, like, maybe I should go check that area out in the Forbidden Forest and see if I could find that. And you will find it. And, like, that's the cool thing about this game. Like, some of the shit happens in just side dialogue, and some of it you'll just be walking through, like, a town, and there's a guy that all of a sudden he has a quest mark above him, and it's like, you're breaking into somebody's house to steal something because this guy fucking doesn't like that person, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna help him, and I'm gonna go steal this shit for them. And now you're breaking into everybody's house. So yeah, the game it's very cool like that, man. But one thing that I do find weird about the game, and I feel like maybe this is a mechanic that they took out of the game, but there's a whole day and night cycle, right? And in the Hogwarts universe, or I guess in the Harry Potter universe, if you ever watch the movies or read the books, they're at nighttime at Hogwarts. Like the kids or the students that are there, they're not allowed to be out in the castle, like running around at night.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the second movie. There was a time where they took over, like they used a spell, and they were trying to act like two other kids. When they're doing like the Chamber of Secrets stuff, I think they were kind of out and about, and they took over a spell, and they weren't allowed to be outside, you know. And then those two kids got in trouble, even though it wasn't those two.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, there's like a thing, right, where you can't be outside, and there's like the prefects. The prefects are like they're like the senior students that have been there the longest, but they're like hall monitors almost. So they like run around the halls. And there's like a whole mission in the beginning, like right in the beginning of the game, where you go into the it's called the restricted section of the library, where like only like certain people, like the professors, are allowed and shit into, you know. And you kind of break into that section with your buddy Sebastian. It's like one of the first missions you do in the game. But there's like a whole stealth element there, where like there's prefects and you got to sneak past them and all this shit. But like that never applies throughout the rest of the game that I've seen so far. Like I'm running around the castle at nighttime, and it's kind of weird because there's nobody in the castle. Like when at nighttime, the castle is like empty, dude. All you see is the ghosts flying around, and that's it. You don't see nobody in the castle. The castle's empty. You just run around the castle doing whatever you want. And like, yes, you go out into the world. There's people like in the world, kind of, but not really either, because you go to Hogsmeade, there's really nobody in the town. It's like everybody kind of disappears at night, and you're kind of in this world by yourself at night, and all there is enemies around the map. And it's kind of a weird, like I thought to myself, maybe they had this stealth mechanic, right, where you had to sneak past the prefects at night to get out of the castle. But I'm thinking they had it in the game. They had this whole thing about stealth and sneaking and all that, but people thought it was too tedious. You know what I mean? Like doing it every single time, you know, like having to do it every single night to get out of the castle, to sneak out and do the other shit in the world. Because there is missions that are based only at night. Like it'll say, like, meet your friend at whatever, this castle at night. They want to sneak into this cave or whatever. And you're like, okay, I'll go meet them at night. But imagine if you had to sneak out of the castle to do that every fucking time. You're like, fuck, man, like I gotta sneak out of this place again. You know, like like it would get to like you'd be like, I don't want to do this no more, you know? And so yeah, I'm thinking they had it in the game and they took it out. And it's okay
probably
with me.
In the testing phase, yeah.
And I'm okay with that. But there's other stuff in the game that I'm like, I feel like it should be in there, you know? And it could be in there. But overall, I really like this game, and I can't wait till they come out with a sequel, dude, already. I'm like, the sequel is going to be so much better, because they're taking all this feedback from this game, and they're going to make an incredible fucking game, like, series out of this shit, dude, because they could do so much with this world, man. Like, and the game is based in the 1800s. I don't know if you guys know this, but the game is based in, like, the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even...
There were some references to 1836, and I'm like, okay, well, wait, what year is it, right? So
and
it's got to be late
like,
1800s.
During the whole time I'm playing it, I'm never even thinking about it. I never even thought about it literally past the intro of the game when you're in the horse carriage thing or whatever. That's the only time I thought about, like, what fucking period is this?
Right, there was a dragon
after
coming out.
After that, I never thought about it. I'm just like, I'm in this fucking magical world. I don't fucking care. I see, like, unicorns and fucking griffins and fucking dead horses flying around and fucking wizards and witches and fucking... I'm turning people into chickens and turning people into, like, barrels and shit. I'm learning all these like dark magic spells or whatever. Like I think I learned Crucio, which is like it's a curse spell which like inflicts the enemy with like a bunch of pain, like unbearable pain or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I cast that shit on everybody. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I'm casting this shit on you, motherfucker. And but yeah, man, like I think I learned most of the main spells already. I have probably in my unlock chart for all the spells, I probably have like one, like maybe I have like one basic spell, like one of the red or yellow or purple ones, and I have like three of the dark arts, like three of the dark magic spells, like the evil magic or whatever. I think I have like two more of those to unlock, which I think one of them is to kill people.
I think my son has that one. I think he got the 2 where you can do the mind control or kill him instantly.
Yeah,
And I think he unlocked both of those.
I haven't got those yet but I think is I haven't played the main story much, man. Like I think I've done two of because there's like 4 main puzzles that you like. I feel like those are the puzzles you have to do to finish the game, right? And I've done 2 of them, and right now the game is in winter time.
My son was playing about that. He was lost, so there was a part when he turned on and I was watching him play, and there was a quest he couldn't figure out how to get to it. And like how you can use the little book and it tells you where to go. It would have him run outside, and then it would have him jump in the lake and go to it was like underneath the lake.
I was underneath the room inside the castle.
Yeah, he had to figure out he had to go to a certain place and then he could get to it. Like, but the guide thing wasn't helping him. It would make him run all the way outside and tell him to just dive in the lake and drown, basically. And then he would go inside and it would just like continue to mess up, like where he had to go, like the tracker thing. I had a problem with that one time too. Early on in the game, Jesus, there's you probably remember when you first get your wand and you're doing the town and you're doing all that shopping. It tells you need to get back to your classroom or something like that, and it pulls up the map and it makes you right. And I could not find where I was supposed to go. It didn't have me quick travel option anywhere. And I'm like clicking on the things. I'm like, it wasn't real apparent. And then I finally found it. Like I had to click on a thing and then something showed up and was like I could fast travel to that, and that was the one I had. I needed to. But it wasn't like right there. I kind of had to look for it for a minute. I was a little frustrated for a second. I was like, where am I going? I can't. I haven't reset it. My son was looking at it with me, and I'm like, hey, I asked him because he was here, and I'm like, am I missing this or what? And he goes, no, that's weird. He goes, maybe it's a glitch, and he had me restart the game. And I went back into the game, and I was right there again, and it did the same thing. So I'm like, no, that can't be it. I have to be missing something.
Once too fast travel, you have to make sure you unlock the flu flames or whatever. Like
yeah, and he was like, maybe you didn't unlock it, maybe you didn't do that quest, and you can't fast travel. But the game was trying to make me. But then I found it. Like I eventually found it, and
what was it? That
I don't remember. It was like
it was probably
and then it was like another option off of that room.
Yeah, because when you go into the map, you have the main area. You have like the grand staircase. Then you can click on that. Then it brings up the other rooms within that like section of the map.
And it wasn't showing
and then you can fast travel to those sections. But to fast travel to some sections, you can't. Some sections you have to walk to, and some sections you have to fast travel to them. You have to unlock the flu flame in that area. So if you never go to that area at all, and
it won't.
You never unlock the flu flame. Then you have to physically walk to that area because there's some fucking Merlin trials in my map that were like all the way in the bottom left corner on the map, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go all the way there to get these trials. And in the beginning of the game, when you don't have a fucking broom, that shit takes fucking forever to get there, dude. You are running for like 20 minutes in the fucking, like, you're just running 20 minutes. So I recommend highly to get the fucking broom as fast as you can so you can fly places faster. And also, another thing I recommend is constantly check your challenge. When you have the guidebook, when you open it up, always go down. If the challenge has a little like exclamation point on it, click on that challenge tab or whatever, the little thing
Oh, right, to claim rewards.
and claim your rewards. Because if you do not claim
done with
them, if you don't claim them, then you don't. It's like you did it, but you're not gonna get it. Like the Merlin trials, I had like the first 12 completed forever, and I didn't. I never claimed them. And then when I finally did claim them, I claimed like 4 of them, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I could have had all these like extra gear slots this whole fucking time, and I didn't even know. I could have had all this like extra like outfits, because I unlocked some of these outfits like they're just different outfits for challenges that you do." And I have all this shit unlocked, like all this stuff that I've been doing, like side missions and shit. And it's like, you had all this stuff unlocked and you just haven't claimed it because you're stupid and you hadn't checked your fucking challenge menu. But yeah, this
I
game...
saw the exclamation point, and I'm used to seeing that like in Assassin's Creed style type game where I'm like, what happens when I thought it was going to be like a glossary or something, right? Where it's just going to give me information. It was like, wait, claim. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, make sure you claim your rewards because you actually do get stuff for that. Like, you get outfits, you get new wands.
There's a reason to go into the freaking, menu.
But yeah, there's challenges for everything, man. There's challenges for when you're flying. There's all these fucking balloons everywhere. You can pop these balloons everywhere. When you're on the ground, every single time you get into a battle, every single time, 99, I would say most of the time, I would say every time actually, there's a challenge tied to that battle, which either be like, in this battle, you must use Leviosa and use a levitating spell and then use Confringo or whatever 4 times on an enemy. In this battle, defeat the enemy within 20 seconds. In this battle, make sure you take no damage, or you dodge 4 times, or you use your Protego spell, or whatever, the one that protects you, the little shield. Mm-hmm. Make sure you use that effectively. You time that perfectly 4 times in this battle. So, and like those are just little like extra XP challenges that you can do, and if you do them, you get like a little bit extra XP when you defeat the enemy. You don't have to do them. I believe they're all just like, if you want to do this, you can. Like, we don't give a fuck if you do or not. Sometimes I just kill people, like fucking just fuck them up and don't even do the challenge. Sometimes I do them, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But there's a lot of cool creatures in this world, man. There's dragons. I finally saw like an actual dragon up close, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this thing is massive. I was freaked out a little bit, Mayo. Not gonna lie. I was a little scared.
Ooh, I'm excited. I love dragons.
But there's all kinds of creatures in this game, man. There's like so much cool shit you guys are gonna uncover. It is. Don't even think of it as a Harry Potter game. Think of it as a cool fucking magical world.
Yeah, I
man.
don't. And like I said, I like it. I just don't like stay in it real long. Like I said, I just kind of like hit quick hits. Get in, get out for a little bit. So I might play it some tonight yet.
Also,
hey, Jesus, real quick, I have a question. Something maybe you can clear up for me. So, because it talks about when, your character and he gets there, and they're talking about his 5th year, right? He's starting his 5th year, he or she. But it's like, and then there's all this talk, right? Because I'm so early on in the beginning of the game. There's talk about, getting caught up to where his schoolmates are. What is? I don't understand. Like, what is he? I don't understand. How is he behind if he's starting his 5th year? He or she. What does that mean? Like, why am I behind? Is there something I'm going to find out later in the story? Like have I been skipping school? What's going on? Like, do I learn about my past? I don't know. Maybe there's just spoilers I don't want to know about. But...
I kind of just took it as like he's an older student coming in.
He's starting his school as an older student.
Like he's starting late.
It's like, you're starting as a senior in college, but you're skipping like.
Oh, so okay, right. So he's probably starting year 5. He
didn't. Yeah, they're saying you're starting off as a 5th year because most students that go to Hogwarts start as a 1st-year student. Like, you start off as the 1st year, and then you go to the 2nd year, 3rd. And I think you go up to 5 years to Hogwarts. That's the graduating class is the 5th-year class. But this guy apparently, like, I don't know, I guess he, like, didn't know he knew magic, or maybe he couldn't he didn't get accepted into Hogwarts until now or something. I don't
There
know.
was something different with his magic because he was like
Yeah,
one of the only who can see a certain kind. Like
yeah.
wasn't only the 5th year they could see it or something like that. They said,
No, they said that
or it
only
was something
certain.
weird.
He can see. The thing about him is that you or her, you can see ancient magic.
That's what it was. That ancient magic because
Yeah.
in the
Ancient
beginning, that
ancient
little
magic can't be seen by regular like wizards. Like even like people that go to Hogwarts, even like the professors,
Right. Even
like
they couldn't see it. Yeah.
even they can't see like ancient magic. Only certain wizards can. But your character wasn't. He wasn't going or she wasn't going to Hogwarts because of that. They were going to Hogwarts as a 5th year because of something, and the reason you got a ministry escort to Hogwarts was for some other reason. I never really caught that. But yeah, you're like some special student that's getting like a special like okay, we don't really accept 5th years, but we're gonna make an exception for you because
Right.
maybe maybe
He's
your
got
parents,
connections, I
yeah, your
guess.
parents are rich or something. Who the fuck knows, right? Like I don't know, I don't fucking know. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. Your parents had connections or something, and they got you into Hogwarts. But
They
yeah,
got paid off. That's cool.
yeah,
I'm joking.
you got some money privilege right there, some 1%er type shit. Um, but yeah, so that's why everyone's giving you shit at starting as a 5th year because you're like way behind technically from all the other students. That's why you have to learn all these spells and shit that most of everyone else already kind of knows by the time you're in your class, right?
Yeah. And I think it's cool also that not everybody's like just being, super negative toward you when you first came in there. Cause that's what I was kind of expecting. Like, oh,
Yeah,
what
me
kind of game is this
too.
going to be? Like, I understand it's, the Harry Potter universe, but it's like, oh, am I just going to get kind of bullied and
Bullied.
picked on a little bit
Yeah.
here? What's going on, man? What's happening? Everybody's cool. Even Sebastian's like, hey, anytime, man. What's up?
You
Show you
know,
the ropes.
yeah, like everyone's kind of cool with that school, man. That's one of the things that I noticed. Like, there's like no real bullies in that. I mean, I guess people are being bullied, right? But like, everyone's just cool with you being like this new 5th year student. Like, yeah, go ahead, bro. You're part of us now. Like, yeah, cool.
Yeah. And I like how even you can respond with just, you can be real smug or just
Yeah.
oh, that's, or just be humble about it, right? Like, oh, thank you. I want to be, it's so nice of you. I wish you were there to help me.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it's like those choices.
One of the responses that I find hilarious in all the side quests is usually when you complete a side quest, sometimes you do it for like people ask you for like a favor, like I need you to find this thing for that my family heirloom that was lost in this fucking area. You got to go look for it, and you're like, okay, I'll go look for it if I get a chance. And then you go do it, right? And you come back, and I'm like, oh, thank heavens you found this. And you could be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Fuck you. Or
Yeah.
you could be like, oh, I could give it to you. Like, yeah, you're welcome, no problem. Or you could be like, no, are you gonna pay me for this? And so,
Right.
and that's the option that I choose all the time. Like every time are you gonna fucking pay me for doing this for you? And people are like, yeah, I'll pay you right away. Like they give you like a bunch of gold coins for it. And sometimes when you do missions for like a shopkeeper, like say you deliver something for a shopkeeper to somebody, and you come back to the shopkeeper and you're like, yeah, I delivered that for you. And they're like, oh, thank you for delivering this. This is so great of you. You're such a nice person. And you're like, yeah, but I kind of ran into some trouble on the way there. I'm going to need you to pay me some extra for my trouble. And they're like, fuck, okay, I guess. Here you go. I'll pay you some
Yeah.
extra coin. So, like, if you guys want some extra coin, like some gold, like some extra gold to buy shit, I recommend doing that because you will need the gold to buy, like, you can buy, like, upgrades for your broom. You're going to have to buy sometimes. You will have to buy, like, seeds to, like, plant, like, certain plants because you will take herbology class and you will learn how to, like, plant certain plants. And you will need these plants to learn certain spells and potions. And to plant these plants, you got to have the seeds. But the cool thing about it is you buy the seeds once, you have them forever, right? So like you pay like $1,000 for the seeds and they're always in your inventory. You don't run out of seeds. It's like they're always there. but you have to just go plant them or whatever, and then harvest the plant every so like often or whatever, right? That's kind of how that works. Um, but you will need the gold to like buy stuff for your room, the room requirement, which, like I said, is like you will get to that like probably 15 hours into the game, maybe 10 hours into the game. I guess it depends how fast you do the main quest. If you do the main quest like right away, you'll probably get to it really fast. Like if you're like me though, and you start getting sidetracked with a bunch of side quest shit, it might take you longer. But the room requirement is kind of where I think you will spend most of your money, which what I have been doing is spending most of my money for that room. Because you go to like the shop in Hogsmeade, and this guy will sell you a bunch of shit for your room requirement. He'll sell you like, you can buy this fucking table where you can plant 5 plants. You know, like 5 big plants and like 2 little plants and like 1 medium plant. And over here you can buy this table that can craft 4 potions at the same time. And this table can like fucking do a bunch of other shit to your room or whatever. Like, so you kind of want all these cool tables because they all kind of bring like, yeah, I don't want to grow 1 plant at a time, Gunny. I want to grow 5 of them at a time because that way I can grow different ones. And if I ever need them, I just know they're there, right? So
yeah, yep.
that's kind of
right. You don't have to go in and try to take down the other plant. Makes sense.
And that's kind of how I have it in my room set up now in the room of requirement. I have my little like corner of the room. It's like so where I'm growing all my fucking weed and shit, right? And then I got all my weed growing, but I want different types of weed. So I got the different weed growing, and like I'm trying to get another set of pot like tables so I can plant more shit, bigger plants, Mayo.
Bigger plants,
and
man.
those rooms,
Bigger high,
dude,
bro.
I'm not even kidding. My room requirement, you can customize the fuck out of it. I was in that room for like an hour one day, just customizing the walls. You can change every single wall. You can change the ceiling. You can change the color of the wall. You can change the style of the wall. You can change the floor, the style of the floor, the color of the floor. You can change the ambience of the actual room. So you can make it where the room is kind of like rainy. You can make it to where it's like dark in there. You can make it to where it's sunny in there. You can make it to where it's like birds chirping and flying around in there. It's really, that fucking room is really cool, man. There is so much more to that room than you guys will think in the beginning.
Yeah, it sounds like they took a lot of stuff from what am I thinking of? But I'm thinking also of Conan Exiles as well. Like, not that you can change all, like the roof and the ceiling, but yeah, like all the different tables and stuff. I like that.
Yeah. There's different style of tables you can have. You can have
online has some of that. Yeah.
You can have like Gothic style, like ancient style. You can have like different color walls. You can customize it to like where your room is a certain, like you can like buy like, then after a while you can like unlock these banners. So you can have like a banner for like Slytherin. Like you can hang a banner on the wall. You can like have these standing banners. And like, man, I'm representing Slytherin like a motherfucker in there. I'm in my room all green and shit.
Bro.
Yeah, I made that shit all green in there, Mayo. Represent. All green for the Slytherin gang. Been that bitch. I got banners everywhere hanging up. Yeah, it's a really cool fucking game, man. I really am liking the game. And after a while, you can learn how to breed these beasts. Which, I don't know what the breeding does. They told me to do it because I did it as a quest. But I'm not 100% sure what the breeding does. I'm assuming it gets you more beasts. I don't know why you would want more, though. Maybe to get more, like, supplies out of them. Because you can... So once you unlock the beast or whatever that you can capture and put into your room, in, like, a certain room, these beasts can... you can feed them and you can groom them or whatever. And you can unlock, like, feathers and, like, they drop shit for you, right? Like, feathers and, like... whatever, and that's the stuff you use to like
poop, maybe make some more spells. I don't know.
No, you use that stuff to infuse your gear with like special powers. That's the stuff that you use to like I said, infuse your gear.
Yeah, I like it.
So that's the stuff you use to make your gear more resistant to like dark magic, or you make it more resistant to fire magic, or more resistant to damage, or it'll heal you a little bit better or whatever. So that's the stuff you use there. You use the beast stuff. which you can also buy. You can also find vendors in the world that sell that stuff.
More
So
beast blood. Yeah.
if you don't want to like harvest some stuff, you can always find vendors that sell it. But that stuff isn't cheap. Like you will find vendors that sell like certain plants because there's plants you can use to attack as well. You can throw these like cabbages out that'll attack the enemy while you're attacking them. The cabbages also attack the enemy, and you can buy these cabbages at a certain vendors, but like each one will cost you like $400 or 400 coins or whatever, which is a lot in the game. And so like you think, but the vendors don't also like say you buy them all from the vendor and then you come back right away try to buy more. The vendor won't have them. You have to actually give them time in the game for them to grow more and harvest more. So it's kind of like you have to make sure you're harvesting your own. Yeah, you're harvesting your own shit and buying shit if you need it, and creating potions all the time. Like I'm always creating health potions because those are like the most useful in the game because you're gonna need them. You're gonna, especially when you get in like these big fights with big like. Sometimes you get in fights with like 20 people at the same time, dude, and like you're in like different dimensions and different areas, and like you can see one enemy but you can't see the other one. You gotta flip back to the other dimension and see the other one, and you got these crazy fights going on where like you're being attacked from both dimensions, but you can only attack one dimension at a time. That stuff gets really hard and you will die, and so you're gonna need a lot of potions. But the game is, I've always felt the game before there's like a big battle like that, the game is kind of generous to you. The game will like, there'll be like magically there'll be a chest right before the room or whatever that has a bunch of potions in it. Like, oh, like somehow this chest right before this big dark hallway, this chest has 5 health potions in it, Mayo. I wonder why. You know?
I don't know. Could it be a boss fight?
Yeah, exactly. So the game is kind of generous like that, right? Where they do kind of help you out. And there has been times, like there was a time in the beginning of the game where I ran into this section of the Forbidden Forest where the enemies were like level 27 and I was like level 12. And I could not kill these fucking things. I could not even like damage them. These guys were just like fucking, they were like like fucking teleporting and shit, and like I was like, what the fuck? I've never even seen this magic before. They're out there fucking doing some crazy shit. And finally the game was just like, you know what, this is too hard for you. Like, do you want to keep going or do you want to give up? It's like, no, I want to keep going. And then I kept trying. And then finally the game just kind of dumbed it down for me eventually. Like after I died like, I want to say I died like 15 times in a row. The game kind of just like, when I spawned in the last time, instead of having the 5 enemies, it only had 1. So it's like the game said, you know what? We're noticing this is way too fucking hard for you, but you don't want to give up. We're just going to make it easy for you and have you fight 1 guy instead of the 5. And I was able to beat him. And I was like, I kind of was like, okay, that was kind of cool, but like, fuck you, man. I wanted to fight these 5 guys, you know? So, I don't know. I thought it was like, okay, I don't mind it, because they kind of probably knew that I could defeat the 1 guy. But I really wanted to fight these 5 guys, you know?
You wanted that challenge, right?
I did. But I am playing the game on normal. Maybe if I have the game on hard, it won't do that, you know? But like the combat is really cool, man. Sometimes you can chain these spells and like do some crazy shit, man, where you have like these spells that you're just casting. Then you switch over to the next wheel and you're casting more shit. Then you switch back over to the other one. You're casting more shit, and then you're fucking teleporting and you're doing these crazy dodge teleport thing or whatever. Like it's so fucking cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I love this game. If you guys can't tell, I really like this game. I really am enjoying it, and I'm really glad that the gaming community in general has really embraced the game. Like, yes, we talked about it last time on the show, the whole controversy surrounding the game, where some people are like, boy, I don't want to play this game. Whatever.
Really missing out.
They definitely are. And I feel like this is the first time in a long time, and it's probably the first time ever that I've ever seen where people are kind of like actively not listening to the cancel culture. You know what I mean? Where it's almost like
Yeah.
where it's almost like the first time that I've noticed where people are like, you know what? No, fuck you guys. Like, we're tired of your cancel culture shit. Where just because you think it's not right, you don't want everyone else to enjoy this thing because
Correct.
you think it's incorrect or whatever. You know, you don't want anyone else to enjoy it, so no one else can enjoy it ever. You know, and I feel like this is the first time in a long time in sort of like a media where it's kind of shifted where people are like, nah, fuck that. Like the game is very successful, and I'm glad it is, and I'm glad like it's almost like it's a culture change, and I'm wondering if this is the beginning of it, man. Is this the beginning of the end of cancel culture? How have we reached it? Have we reached it, guys? Is it finally going to end where people are kind of just not going to give a fuck anymore about cancel culture?
No, I think they're gonna keep trying. Like there'll be something
You think so?
that'll come up, and people can be outraged, and it will. I think our community maybe, like it could be the beginning of the end, where a game they could be like, "Oh, this game doesn't do this, or this game supports that," and we won't care as much as gamers. But really, I mean, I think the gaming community is more forgiving of any kind of culture,
Yeah.
So I think we're a lot easier to forget about anything that's going on with it and just play the game and enjoy it for being what it is. Where other things beside the gaming world, it's different, I guess.
Yeah. So they tried to do that too with Atomic Hearts because I guess is it Mundfish? I guess is a Russian video game company.
Yeah, they had some Russian people working on the game, right?
Or I mean it's just based out of Russia, right? That's where it is. But I mean, where do you stop though? I guess like I don't know. Maybe this is a bad analogy because I did hear about it in another podcast, and that's how they described it. Not that they were trying to cancel the game, but I thought, well, I don't know. What about when? Maybe I'm being a little controversial here, but what about when, like, oh, the Chinese whatever prime minister starts bad mouthing United States policy, or and they, and this whole thing with Russia and Ukraine, and they say things that nobody agrees with. Are we just all going to stop eating Chinese food? You know what I mean? Like, how far do you?
Are we all gonna stop playing Fortnite when China fucking does something against the U.S.?
Yeah.
Is everyone gonna stop playing Fortnite because Tencent owns 40% of it?
Right. So yeah, like I can. Yeah, I mean, how far do you? Yeah,
they'll be like, well, it's 60% U.S.
I don't see.
I mean,
I don't see people boycotting TikTok. Because Chinese own it or whatever.
Right, they can access your browser history and all this other
Yeah,
stuff. Matter of fact, people just share nothing but TikTok videos to me.
exactly.
Like, yeah,
I watch TikTok. Shit, everyone does, and
I
it's
get a
like
kick out of them. I don't have the app, but
people get so caught up in these like controversies and stuff. But I'm really glad that this game kind of like it, even despite like the major controversies they had right before launch. And even some like websites straight giving it a 1 out of like 100, like the worst score they can possibly give a game. Totally biased, by the way, but they decided to give it that score. That is still doing fucking great. The game sold very well. It's one of the highest played Steam games, this year. Like in terms of a launch game, like it's really highly played. It was one of the most pre-ordered games on Steam this year too. Like it was insane. So I'm kind of glad that they're doing well.
Now, we're gonna have the same conversation at the end of the year when this game probably comes up. It's gonna be running for Game of the Year. I feel.
Yeah.
Then the people gonna be like, well,
The
they can't win
controversy,
Game of
right?
the Year because
exactly.
J.K. Rowling's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll happen.
That'll bring.
I don't know. I mean, you can really just keep going with it. Like remember with the whole, when Microsoft was it? There's even an article, I guess, but and what was it, Bobby Kotick, and I don't know. I'm never buying a Call of Duty game again ever. How far do you just like? What am I gonna play here? Like can't play anything because everybody canceled everything. I don't know.
Everybody's offended by something, and that's kind of like whatever. But yeah, I'm fucking loving the game, and I really recommend it to people that are looking for a cool RPG to play. If you're not into the Harry Potter world, I know some people are like, "Oh, I'm too manly for that shit." Oh, I play as Call
Look
of
at me.
Duty.
I'm an old man, guys. I'm actually
Oh,
enjoying the game.
all I play is Call of
I think it's
Duty
being
and man
purchased.
games. I don't play no sissy Harry Potter game. All right, that's Mayo and his Camaro. I don't
I
listen
play
to.
it though.
I don't know,
listen
guys.
to
You know
no.
what?
I don't
You know
listen
what?
to no sissy classical Beethoven.
There you
All
go.
right.
You know what? You know what's in Mayo's watch history on Steam is Wobbly Life, guys.
Oh yeah. We're talking about. I pull up Twitch, right, and it was actually on my son's Twitch account. As I was sitting there waiting for you, Jesus,
He's got a secret
and
game. His
it had like a list of games across the middle, and the last one was Wobbly Life. I had 80 viewers. I'm like, what on earth is this? world
he's got
coming
a
to?
secret shame game.
It's Ryan over there streaming with 80 people watching.
Yeah, it's for the people out there saying I'm a man, I don't play no Harry Potter sissy witch game. Listen, just fucking try it. It's fucking really cool. I'm having a
Hey, if you
fucking
like
blast with
Witcher,
it.
if you like Witcher, Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls,
If you like
Skyrim.
RPGs in general,
Yeah.
play this shit, man. Fucking play it. I'm looking at you, Brink. Brink is that type of gamer. I'm a man. I don't play no sissy games. And then he goes and plays dumb shit like fucking. I don't know. I gotta name something dumb that he's played. He plays some dumb shit like fucking. I don't know. I don't know what he's played recently. I gotta look at his list of games.
Wobbly Life. That's what he played.
He probably played. Yeah, he probably did play Wobbly Life.
Oh,
that
my daughter
fucker.
was playing it, guys, not me. Shut up.
Yeah, that's his excuse. But play it. I recommend it, man. I fucking love Harry Potter. Just I like Harry Potter in general. The world is cool. I've always watched the movies. But you know, guys, as a child, I was part of the cancel culture for Harry Potter. Not even kidding, man. This shit has had Harry Potter has had cancel culture, Gunny, since I was a kid.
Really?
Yes,
so what was
listen.
the deal? What was the thing
Listen.
at the time?
I grew up as a Catholic, right?
Oh,
a very
yes.
staunch Catholic,
it's
right?
evil witchcraft.
No, yes,
Yeah, I
exactly.
forgot about
My mother would not let me even look at a Harry Potter game. She would be like, "That's the demons' work. That's them demons. You ain't gonna read no demon book, child. How dare
Yeah,
you?"
right. There was a lot of books at the time.
Mom, I want to read this book with this kid. You don't already know devil book. Put that shit away. Yeah, man, I was part of the cancel culture, bro. I could not fucking
You couldn't
read.
even bring him to school, even though there was no...
I could not read a Harry Potter book, bro. I could not. Like, if I brought that shit home, my mom would have done a fucking exorcism on my ass. She would have had the fucking priest there from church. They would have been doing an exorcism on the house, a fucking blessing, walking around the house, fucking tossing
you were
holy
running
water
around.
everywhere.
She told you to sweep the floor. You're going around the kitchen, riding it around. Right? She came in, saw you, and slapped the taste out of your mouth, didn't she?
Ay Dios mío is what she said, and she said Ay Dios mío and threw holy water on me and started praying with the rosary beads. Alright, that's what happened, okay? Like that shit, we don't fuck around, man. Catholics, Mexican Catholic, Hispanic Catholic families in the early 2000s, late 90s did not fuck around with Harry Potter, bro. Alright?
No.
That's
not
the
even
devil
the regular
shit.
Traditional Christian people.
Alright? That's the devil shit, alright? You don't fuck with that devil shit. Alright? That's OG cancel culture, man. You guys think you're...
That's right, I forgot about it.
Y'all think you're fucking... You think you guys are woke with your little cancel culture and Twitter and shit. Man, Catholics have been doing that shit for fucking decades, alright? I grew up in that shit, alright? And that shit was hardcore. Like, I'm telling you, man, I could not bring that shit home. I couldn't even mention Harry Potter to my mother. She'd be like, "Son, what the fuck's gone into you? We're going to church right now. You're gonna say 10 Hail Marys to me right now.
Where's your cross? Put it on. Let's go.
Get on right now. We're going to church. Mom, it's Wednesday. I don't care. We're going right now. You're going to confession."
Monday morning, it's closed. Yeah. Still going.
All right. I was going to confession and shit to fucking...
We're going to a book burning, all Harry Potter ones, right?
Confess my sins for reading Harry Potter, okay? Like, fuck, man. I could not read that shit as a child, Gunny, okay? It was a forbidden fruit for me, okay? I could not go there. We did not go there as children, me and my family, okay? We're not allowed there, Mayo. But as an adult, I watched it like a few years ago. My mother probably, she rest in peace to my mom. She'll probably forgive me for this. I hope. I saw the film parties eventually, and I liked them. So, yeah, I'm a fan now. Oh, shit.
Shame on you, Jesus. Shame on you.
Fuck. I'm going straight to hell for watching those movies, man. Straight to fucking hell. Or
How many books do you own? Come on.
and then I joined fucking Slytherin out of all the houses. I choose that one. Oh, I'm fucking going straight to hell, man. Straight. The fucking VIP line is what I got myself into.
You're going to purgatory. I did go to the Harry Potter ride at Universal Studios when it first opened.
Nice.
Down in LA, Hollywood.
Nice.
Yeah, remember
That'd be cool.
I think were we doing the podcast at the time? I can't remember. Oh, they were selling wands and people were just going crazy over that stuff.
That's
but
cool.
It was cool. It was like a roller coaster.
Oh, have you guys?
You go to the castle.
Have you guys seen that wand that you can buy, Mail, that shoots fire?
No.
Yeah, there's like a wand you could buy on the internet that shoots fire.
No.
Like it shoots fire out of it.
Oh shit!
It's
like almost like a
cool.
lighter or something.
No, bro, it's a fucking wand, and it'll shoot a fireball out.
Nice.
It's fucking sick, dude. I want one. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Get a robe too.
Fire wand.
House of Slytherin robe and the wand.
Harry Potter fire wand. I found it. $70, Mal.
That's it?
Look, it says, very easy to use. I bought two, one for me and one for my brother. We love them and recommend these for Harry Potter fans out there. And it fucking shoots fire, bro. I'm looking at these videos. People are lighting candles with them. They're shooting fireballs.
Do they have different colored ones? Do they shoot like green fireballs or blue fireballs?
No, they're all red. But still, that's fucking sick. Bro, I want a fucking fire wand now. I want one, Mail. I'm getting one. Look at all these reviews. 5 stars, 5 stars.
I think you better order it, Jesus.
I gotta order this right now. 5-star fucking wand. Is it safe on the quip? I'm thinking we'll ask questions.
Who cares? It's a fireball.
Yeah, fireball safe. Why wouldn't it be?
Safe. You can bring it to school, work, anything.
It says, disclaimer, make sure to not fire at any flammable objects. Our wand is a professional magic prop and not a toy for children and is for adults use only. Do not shoot at other people unless being used in a controlled environment strictly as a prop. For artistic purposes, make sure to never shoot at another person's face. Oh, that's the first thing
I'm
I'm
going to
doing.
shoot in the ear with that.
I'm going to shoot my brother with it. First thing I do. I get that fucker. Hey, bro, come here real quick. I want to show you something.
I want to show you something.
Shoot at him with it.
Hey, it's magic. Look, he's screaming. Why is he yelling? Oh, what's going on? Spell worked.
Apparently it shoots this paper like out of it, like a little paper thing you put in it, and it lights the paper on fire and it shoots the paper out. And that's what makes the fireball. That's pretty cool, man.
Nice.
It looks like it even comes like a little box, like the wand, like in the game, like the little box.
Yeah, the black box. Yep, I remember those.
Ah, you know, man.
But the ones they were selling at Universal didn't have the
Mayo. It shoots
fireball.
up to 15 to 25 feet. And you can buy 2 wands and you can save 10%, Mayo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've seen that on YouTube.
Oh, look, they got different style of wands, Mayo.
I'm watching YouTube videos now.
Look, they got the Dumbledore fucking wand. They got the Harry Potter wand. They got the Severus Snape wand. They got the Hermione wand. And they got the Voldemort fucking wand. That one's pretty sick. It's white with like a bone on the bottom. Looks like a dragon hook, like a nail at the bottom. Oh, Gunny, I'm buying, dude.
USB powered?
Yeah, it's USB powered. You charge it up, and then, like I said, it
Yeah, I'm watching an unboxing.
shoots this paper out. Oh, I'm getting one, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm ordering one right now. I'm ordering the black one. Which is better to mail, the black one or the Voldemort one? They're two different styles.
I'm not sure what they look like. I don't know what the Baltimore one would be like.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to the website right now. Check out. Hey guys, we're shopping straight on the podcast right now. We're buying wands, magic wands. You can where it says choose a wand, you can change the style. You click on the different characters, and it'll show the different wands. That's cool, Gunny. Gunny, you should get one too, dude. We should all get these wands. They're sick.
Yeah, I asked my son at the time. I was like, "You want to get a wand?"
That'd be sick.
But he ended up liking the movie.
Gunny, you should tell him you want to get a fireball shooting wand.
Oh yeah, he would definitely want that.
I bet you he's gonna want it then.
If I send him a link, he'll be like, "Are you gonna order it or not?"
Order two of them, Gunny, you get save 10%, dude. That's sick. Anyways, yeah, I recommend the game. I love it.
Go play it.
Go fucking play it. Go play the game, guys. Anyways, is that all we're talking about? We're done talking about video games?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Is it news time? I'm over here
News
looking at these wands. I'm gonna order one of these so bad right now. I'm gonna order. You know, I gotta wait after the show, guys. I'm gonna order my wand. It's coming. I got Mail. You gotta help me choose which one, Mail. Which one should I get? The middle one, the black one, or the one on the left or the right?
I like the black one.
The white one with
the one on the right
with the hook.
Know. Yeah, it's kind of neat, but I feel like the black one would be better.
The black one looks cooler, huh?
Yeah.
See that guy right there, Mail? He was in Slytherin.
Yep. I know who
you're right.
about.
He's the Slytherin teacher, right?
Yeah, he's the professor of the dark arts, defense against the dark arts professor.
So it looks like it comes with a little the paper that it shoots. It comes with like a sheet of it, so you won't be limited on how much paper you get. But it looks like it's only a small piece you cut off.
Well, you can. It says for each paper, it lasts 180 times. You can use it 180 times.
Oh, okay, that's a lot.
And then you can buy more paper for $10, and they send you a bunch of them. They'll send you like a bundle of them for like $10. That's fucking cool, man.
That's a lot of ears I'm going to shoot. Because I don't want to hit somebody in the face, right? It's got to be the ear.
I'm going to take that shit.
Gunny's going to be taking it to work. Doing something you're not supposed to be again.
Shooting at my customers, yeah.
All you gotta do is freak him out, bro. You talking shit, motherfucker? You pull out your wand and you say some abracadabra shit and you fucking shoot it at them. I bet you they'd be fucking scared. They're gonna be like, this motherfucker's a wizard.
Liberate! Okay, it didn't work, yeah. I'm gonna take my tequila bottles. I'm gonna put like some stuff on there and light like a Molotov. Yeah. Check this out.
That'd be sick. Everyone on the podcast listening right now wants a magic wand. I know you guys do. The website's called My Magic Wand. Okay. Mayo, you know you want one, dude. Isn't that sick? I want one, dude.
I'm still watching this video, yeah.
It's so cool, man. You could pop balloons with it, all kind of cool shit with it.
Jesus over there ruining birthday parties already. I can see it.
Oh, yeah. Just abracadabra to all the balloons. Hell yeah. Sick. Anyways, it's news time.
Beep, 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 beep. News.
In some news, Twitch has now clarified its recent decision to permanently ban controversial streamer Aiden Ross, revealing that the move was in response to the content creator's choice to feature hateful and unfiltered chat conduct during one of his broadcasts. Twitch banned Ross for the 8th and final time on February 25th, Mayo. The 22-year-old has seen his fair share of controversy since he started streaming in 2019. Less than a year ago, Twitch handed Ross an indefinite ban over the use of hateful slurs or symbols sanctioned by the platform's community guidelines. The penalty was lifted after a month making it Ross's largest Twitch ban to date up until now. In a statement provided to Dexerto, Amazon streaming services have now clarified that its decision to permanently ban Ross was prompted by an incident where the infamous entertainer featured unmoderated hateful conduct in the chat. While the Twitch community guidelines have a long list of content that qualifies as such, it comments on Ross specifically cite messages promoting anti-Semitism and general racism as an example of chat conduct that content creators are expected to attempt policing in good faith. Though that statement leaves some room for open to speculation, Dexerto points to a February 24th broadcast as the most likely reason for Ross's permanent ban. Namely, Ross is said to have consciously featured unfiltered chat content from his new streaming platform, Kick, during the said broadcast. He continued to do so even after the chat produced multiple examples of anti-Semitic and other racist comments without condemning or making any effort to stop this influx of hateful conduct. This reportedly went on for over 20 minutes and is likely to be inciting the incident behind Twitch's decision to permanently suspend the controversial creator from its ecosystem. As for the streamer at the center of the controversy, Ross already spoke out against Twitch following his permaban. During a weekend Kick broadcast, the internet celebrity made an overt suggestion that Twitch only responded to his antics as harshly as it did because he was a man, asking the platform whether the decision would still stand if he had blue hair, makeup, and painted his nails. Most social media reactions to these comments outside of Ross's immediate fandom described his remarks as casual sexism at best and misogynistic dog whistle at worst. Says here February has turned out to be quite a turbulent month for Amazon streaming platform Twitch. Prior to permanently forbidding Aiden Ross from its services, Twitch has also handed out temporary bans to Code Miko, Cookco, Kiera Kitty, Fedmeister, and Finster, among other popular content creators. On top of that, the platform issued permanent ban to controversial streamer Sliker on February 7th. I don't even know who these people are.
I haven't heard him either.
No, the only one I know of was Aiden Ross, and I know I saw like an art. Was this the same guy? He got freaking like somebody called the cops. They were doing that. They got his address or some shit, and then I saw like just a random fucking YouTube video, and I was like, oh, why is this person show up on there? Because that was when he not first got banned, but when he got banned earlier last month or whatever. I don't even know what he does or what he plays. I just assume he plays Call of Duty or something, which is probably what I saw him on. But yeah, I know that I've heard other smaller streamers where, like I've been, not so much like I'm in the chat or whatever, but they've talked about like, where like, they get warned or whatever, like, hey, don't even like talk about controversial stuff, because if I walk away and, and my moderator doesn't catch it, then it gets recorded and then I get in trouble, even though I didn't say it. But yeah, I guess if he doesn't moderate it enough, it's, or have enough moderators, he probably shouldn't stream, or so that sucks, I guess. So, because it didn't sound like he was talking about those things. It was more the chat getting out of control. So,
in other news, one of the world's rarest Pokemon trading cards is currently being sold at an auction for almost $500,000, Mayo.
Wow.
Damn.
The Pokemon trading card game has spawned thousands of unique cards over the past few decades, ranging from standard releases that can be found at any local hobby store to specialized exclusives that were only made available to the public during specific Pokemon-themed events. An extremely noteworthy example of the latter would be the Illustrator Pikachu, an unnumbered promotional card that was released as a content prize for Coro Comic magazine subscribers that sent in their own Pokemon trading card game artwork. Only 39 copies of this extremely rare Pokemon card were ever created and distributed across 3 different contests, none of which were held outside of the Pokemon's native Japan. Thus, Illustrator Pikachu is considered to be one of the rarest and most valuable Pokemon cards out there, with some copies even being sold at prices over $100,000. Now, the rare illustrated Pikachu card is being auctioned on eBay for a hefty $480,000. It is the latest auction started roughly a week ago by Pokemon Club Shangri-La, a seller that specializes in high-value Pokemon cards. The illustrated Pikachu is being offered is said to be in near mint condition or better, and it features the card's usual Japanese text and artwork of Pikachu holding a pen and quill while surrounded by Pokemon-themed artwork. This is far from the first time that an illustrated Pikachu card has been spotted in the wild. As early as last year, Logan Paul purchased a copy online for roughly $5.3 million, a significantly higher price than the last auction, or the latest auction is asking for. He would go on to wear this extremely rare Pokemon card around his neck during his highly publicized tag team match with The Mist against Rey and Dominic Mysterio at last year's WrestleMania 38. Thanks to its recent association with Logan Paul and WWE, the illustrated Pikachu has gained more attention from high-priced Pokemon trading card game collectors than ever before, and its value has only gone up as a result of this. Copies of this extremely rare card are now being sold at nearly $500,000, meaning that fans who wish to own this relatively obscure piece of Pokemon trading card history are going to have to shell out a significant amount of money, and it's likely that the price of the illustrated Pikachu card will only grow further moving forward. That is crazy. $5.3 million, dude.
That's huge, yeah.
I might have to look it up. eBay. Illustrator Pikachu. Let's bid on it, Mayo.
And you
Let's bid on
figure
it.
like there's
Excellent.
eBay,
Yeah, let's
there's
all get together and make a joint purchase.
So I see one right now for $4 million on eBay. There's another one for $1 million. There's another one for $2 million. There's the one for $480,000. 6 days left on the bid.
Is it set at that one price, the 480, or does it continue to go up each time?
No.
Does people outbid?
That's the bid. That's the starting price. No one has bid on it yet, but that's
not yet.
That's what the bid starts at. 400. But I mean, that's
Evan,
cheap.
get in there. Bid on that thing. 550,000.
Evan, get on in there, Evan.
550 mil, bro.
That's cheap. I mean, compared to the $1 million one and the $2 million one, that one's cheap. Okay. For now. There's a Charizard collection mail for $1.5 million. There's so many Pokemon cards for like thousands of dollars on here, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I know that I see streamers all the time. Person in our community, he watches those streams and buys the cards, and yeah, I've even, I'll even see like little shops around, like each town has one, where they trade fucking Beanie Babies, Pokemon cards, what are those fucking pops, Yeah, those are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Always have to include Pokemon cards.
I remember these illustrator cards. I used to have a few of them. I had some of them for I had a few of them for Pokemon. I wish I still had them. They
Might be
weren't
worth some money now, huh?
Yeah, they weren't these Pikachu ones, but there were like other Pokemon that had illustrator cards as well. And I had a few, and I also I had some pretty cool cards, man. Some pretty cool Pokemon cards back in the day. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. I probably threw them all away or something. I don't know.
Like, yeah, this will be a dying fad, right? And then look now.
Stupid. I feel fucking dumb for that one. Shit. In other news, Xbox's Phil Spencer is now defending Activision Blizzard deal after a key European Union hearing. Yeah. So, this ongoing saga of Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger continued to unfold this week as Xbox's Phil Spencer jetted over to Europe to face the UK and EU regulators who have yet to pronounce judgment on the blockbuster deal. In an interview with The Times, Spencer said that he doesn't want the market for video game consoles to end up like smartphones, which only has two major manufacturers. Spencer also said that Xbox will continue to exist regardless of whether or not the deal goes through. Though this is an important acquisition, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are the current players in the console space. Regulators have noted that Nintendo consoles compete less closely with Microsoft than Sony's, however. In recent weeks, Spencer and Xbox have expressed frustration over some questions being asked by regulators, claiming in the interview that PlayStation controls 70% of console gaming's global market share. Spencer has also stated that Activision Blizzard's mobile division, the company owns King, is one of the major reasons for the deal. So they don't even care about Call of Duty. They want that mobile money.
They want that Candy Crush money, huh?
Yep. To date, however, regulatory bodies like the European Commission and the U.S.'s Federal Trade Commission have focused their questions on the Call of Duty series. Microsoft said that it offered Sony a 10-year contract to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, as well as inking a deal with Nintendo to put the shooter series on Switch. Regulators are also seemingly concerned with Microsoft's dominance in the cloud gaming space, a fast-growing section of this industry. In the interview, Spencer said he's enjoyed helping educate regulators on the gaming industry. Says here, most of the time in my career at Xbox, as I've met with government regulators, there's been a real lack of knowledge about the games industry, Spencer said. I've appreciated spending time with them and in certain cases helping to educate. I think for a lot of the regulators, this is the first time they've looked at this industry. So there's that.
Don't patronize them, Uncle Phil. Come on. That's their fucking job. They know what they're doing. Whatever.
Do they know what they're doing, Gunny?
I don't know. I don't even know what they do. So, you know, I mean, what do they do? Just to approve or fucking, disapprove? I have no idea. So, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's, so much to unravel there, right, with this acquisition. And it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm sure they're looking at the company as a whole. Like, instead of him just saying, like, oh, we really just want Candy Crush and that's the most important thing. Like, no, I'm sure, Call of Duty and, is probably like, another, that's a big get, so. But, so why would, I don't know, why would they offer Sony that 10-year deal? Is it just to say, look, regulators, like, I mean, this is not the first time we've heard this, right? Like, look, like, we'll guarantee it for 10 years. Why don't they just, I don't know. It just seems odd, but it just, I don't know. I'm sure Sony, even Nintendo, what are they going to stream it on the freaking Switch? Is that what's going to happen? GeForce Now, I think, was another one recently that they offered. They signed a 10-year deal with them to stream Call of Duty on that platform as well. So, I don't know. It's just, wait and see what's going to happen. So, I don't know. I think it's going to get approved. Most people think it's going to happen. It's not going to be a separate purchase or whatever. So they'll get the whole thing eventually.
And other news, moving on now, Call of Duty news. For months, it was widely reported that Call of Duty would be sitting 2023 out, at least in terms of releasing a full premium title. Activision did deny any of this reporting, but it seems plans have now changed. First, it was reported Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 would be getting a major paid expansion in 2023, and their most recent earnings report, Activision Blizzard stated that Call of Duty would get a full annual premium release in 2023. Various insiders have since confirmed that Activision has course corrected, and, quote, a new core Call of Duty from Sledgehammer Games is indeed coming in 2023. So, what form will this year's Call of Duty take? Well, according to Jason Schreier, the next Call of Duty Activision will be an extension of Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. Okay. It's going to have a new story campaign, multiplayer maps and content, and more. Content from Modern Warfare 2 is set to carry over, so the new game will have all the maps and content from this Call of Duty right now that we're playing carried over into that one. Does that make sense, Mayo?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Printing money makes sense to me. So why wouldn't you? You know,
Yeah, makes
why
sense.
would you? I understand way back when, whatever a year ago, they were like, look, we're
They
gonna
should
hang
just do
back.
that with. They should just do that with all the Call of Duties moving forward. Like every year, just
Yeah.
like fucking carry everything over. Like who fucking cares anymore? Like, oh, the next Call of Duty is World War II. Who the fuck cares? Have this Modern Warfare shit in the multiplayer too. Who the fuck cares?
Yep.
Nobody cares. And like, okay, you don't want to play the World War II stuff, then you play the Modern Warfare stuff. You don't want to play the future shit, then you play the World War II shit. You don't want to play the other shit, then you like have it to where like how what's that fucking game? How Halo does it, and the Master Chief
Master
Collection.
Chief, yeah.
Have it to where you have the different fucking launchers. But like you have one launcher, you have all the games in there.
Yep.
Like Battlefield, where they have the Battlefield launcher thing, which they don't have for 2042, but they have it for like they had it for like Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, Battlefield the other one, and Battlefield 3, maybe? I don't know. But that thing where they had like all the games in the same launcher, you could just switch over to whichever one you wanted to play. Just do it that fucking way, man. Just have them all on the same launcher. Everyone owns the fucking game anyways every year. Just have them all on a launcher. And then if you don't own it, well, guess what? There's a big-ass red X or a lock on there. So it looks all stupid on your screen, and you want to buy it. So you buy it just to have that little lock go away.
Yep.
And then they got more money out of me.
Right. Yeah, they got you.
Yeah,
No more red X,
now.
and now I'm $70.
You got the little
short.
lock. I paid $70 to get rid of the little lock on my screen. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Fucking loser.
He'll be a weeb. Jesus, just go play Hogwarts. Stay away from Call of Duty now.
In other news, Sony just had their State of Play.
Yeah, I missed that actually.
Okay.
What was announced?
Okay, let me tell you. Okay. There's 5 upcoming PSVR 2 games, Mail. 5.
Oh, 5. That's worth it right there, right?
$500. 5 games are coming. $100 per game. Okay.
Whoa.
First one is called The Foglands. This is going to be a supernatural shooter. After that, there was a PSVR 2 port of the game Green Hell VR from the PC. Then, End Dreams announced a first-person shooter where players can manipulate gravity called Synapse. Followed up by a trailer for the new sci-fi shooter Journey to Foundation, based on Isaac Asimov's creation. And then finally, we saw Before Your Eyes in VR. What the fuck is Before Your Eyes? Oh, Before Your Eyes. Okay. So the primary control method in Before Your Eyes, Mayo, is guess what? Guess what it is? Guess how you're gonna control this game, Mayo? Guess.
Eye tracking.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Okay. Close. Gunny, you guess.
No, I thought it was going to be eye tracking. I don't know then.
Blinking, guys. Blinking.
What? Blinking? I never would have guessed that.
Yes. Primary method of control in this game will be blinking. It is a game about someone remembering their life after they have died, Mayo. But they can only stay in a particular memory until they blink. On the PC, you'll be able to play this game via non-VR. Your webcam will track your eyes and will move the story forward every time you blink.
Every 2 seconds? I don't know. When does the person blink?
Oh, maybe you don't fucking blink, Gunny, okay? You just gotta hold your fucking eyes open and don't blink.
Blink by accident. You're like, damn it.
Fuck, I missed it. Damn. The player's body commands the experience, even if it's not always possible to control the blinking. It is an emotional experience that will have you in tears by the end.
Yeah, I'll definitely be in tears. Yeah.
Gunny will be in tears because he has his fucking eyes not blinking. They're fucking clean, fucking
Like,
dried eyes.
uh,
All right, it's an emotional experience, Gunny, that's gonna have you in tears by the end. But it's also a game that only works on specific platforms. That's
Yeah.
why
I'm gonna
its
get like
arrival is coming also on iOS and Android via the Netflix app on July 26th. Ahead of Before Your Eyes Netflix game to release, whatever. They're gonna fucking talk to the creative directors or whatever and have some videos on it. But so yeah, Before Your Eyes, guys, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming to your phone and it's coming to VR. That's weird.
that is a weird game. Like I don't know, that might be cool though.
Blinking, bro.
I'm gonna sit here and try and not blink to play it. It'd be fun though. That'd be that would be new and fresh.
But it's
Wouldn't it?
new, yeah, new gaming experiences, Mayo.
yeah,
You
trying
asked
something new, I
for
guess.
it. You fucking asked for it, man. They gave it to you, okay? Just don't fucking blink. March's PlayStation Plus games were revealed, Gunny. During the presentation, Sony revealed that
They usually don't do it this early, but that's cool. We get them
three
now.
games will be free with the basic version of PlayStation Plus. The included games are dun 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 Battlefield 2042 from EA, Minecraft Dungeons from Mojang and Xbox Game Studios, and Code Vein from Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Yeah,
All these games,
like
will be
Souls like Code Veins for you.
these games will all be available on PS Plus from March 7th, Mayo, until April 3rd. Also, they announced that Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to the PS5, originally a Stadia and PC exclusive only. Larian Studios has now announced that Baldur's Gate 3 will be coming to the PS5. And they showed a new trailer which showed us a mix of cinematics and CRPG gameplay. Those for looking for a classic feeling RPG experience to sink their teeth into, this definitely looks like it'll scratch that itch. Baldur's Gate 3 will release on the PS5 on August 31st.
And this will also be a console exclusive, not on X.
Yeah,
no, there's no announcement for
no
when it comes to
loser
Xbox.
Xbox is getting no cool Baldur's Gate 3. Bunch of losers on Xbox. All you guys stupid. Fucking
Hey, what about my PS4? I'm not getting it on there. What the fuck?
PS5, bro? Get with the times.
I know.
It's 2023, Gunny. God damn it, you, not 2012. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League gets an extended gameplay showcase. That's right. So it's just a bunch of fucking trailers for that. Anything else?
Did you watch any of it? Did you watch any of the Kill the Justice League?
No.
I didn't watch it either. It wasn't well received, but I haven't seen it yet.
More PSVR 2 games. Destiny 2 Lightfall got a new cinematic trailer. Humanity for PS5 and PSVR 2 had a demo that's going to be released in May 2023. What else? Resident Evil 4's remake got a new trailer ahead of its release and a demo announcement for the PlayStation 5.
Also something for Street Fighter 6, right?
I have no idea. I'm just reading whatever this article says. That doesn't say anything about no fucking.
No, it was right above the Resident Evil thing because I did hear about that. Something about a new. Always going to be a new Street Fighter.
I think you're lying to me.
Maybe it was Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I can't remember now.
New Street Fighter coming out.
What else? And more news here. PSVR 2, guys, it's out.
It's out. I know we didn't buy it, but yeah. Not yet, right?
I think Leahy was going to buy it. Wasn't Leahy buying it? Who's buying it in the community? All right, somebody in the community bought this thing. I need you on the podcast now to talk about it. Right now.
Right?
Right now, guys. I need you to come on right now and tell me you bought it. Huh. Yeah. Anyways. PSVR 2. $550. Okay. So this review here says that new headset is a massive improvement over the last one in every way. Gone are the external cameras and processor boxes. Now you can just plug the headset directly into the front of your PlayStation 5. The old Move controllers have also been upgraded to the more robust Sense controllers. It can even track your eye movement inside the headset itself. What else?
That's important though as well because you always. Well, I'm just thinking of the Quest 2.
They're saying
Where
that
has
it
to
is
reset every time.
the headset is bulky but not heavy, and it of course has great adjustment features on it or whatever. Whatever earbuds plug into the back like the old headsets. What else? Also, the PSVR 2 will now. It's like the Rift, where it streams automatically what you're playing onto the TV, so other people in the room can see what you're doing.
Yeah, that's cool.
What else? Headset is not backwards compatible at all with any PSVR titles that were previously on PSVR. So it's not backwards compatible, and it does not work on the PC. What else? Eye tracking is a standout feature. That's pretty much it. I mean, people are saying that the controls are really well done. The Sense controllers are really good. And I think you can buy those by themselves too. Like you can actually buy those separately.
Like the Move controllers or whatever they're called in this game. Or in this device.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like I've heard some people say like, it feels like almost like a soft launch in a way but I thought about that too where, your previous titles from the original, I'm sure they'll if in my opinion, I think they will move forward to the PlayStation 5, and will be compatible. But then again, I don't know. Maybe the controls are different, so it may not be possible. I don't know.
People are saying that Gran Turismo 7 is one of the better experiences on there.
Yeah, I hear that one and Horizon.
Yeah, I heard the Horizon one is pretty good too. Which is probably why they bundled it with that game. Also, Tetris Effect is compatible with it for some reason.
Yeah, it's got to be a controls thing, right? Because it talks about if you've used the Quest 2, then you're gonna feel right at home with this device.
So, and other news ahead of the Season 4 launching for Battlefield on the Xbox, there has a welcome pack has been now found in the store. It costs 500 coins or boins, which is Battlefield coins, which is $5. Starter pack. It's called Season 4 Starter Pack. Alright, Mail? Season 4 Starter Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. New map called Flashpoint. New specialist, Camilla Blasco. There's a new vehicle in the game, the Cav Brawler. And the new gadget is the SPH Explosive Launcher. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, what else do I have here for news? Let me look more news here, guys. Let's see if I can find any more news. I think I have one more article for you. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. So, Mario creator and gaming legend Shigeru Miyamoto has weighed in on how much is too much playing video games. Mayo. Okay. Speaking to NPR, Miyamoto said, playing video games is a lot. It's not a bad thing, Mayo. But only playing video games might not be the most advisable thing to do. No shit. he said this, he said, quote, I always say, if it's really nice outside, you should go pray outside. And that's what he said.
Touch grass, Jesus, touch grass, my friend.
He gives this advice to regular gamers and game designers as well. Getting out into the real world can help a person get more personal experience, which can then be funneled into other parts of their life, he said.
No, that's not true. Just play games all day.
If it's a nice day, go outside, experience it. Because really, I think there's an important factor that it's your personal experience. Then when it links with the experience you're having with this virtual entertainment, that's when the joy, the fun factor, really explodes exponentially. Okay? And he also said, I think it's really important to get a lot of different life experiences for both the people who are creating the games as well as the people who are playing the games, so they can really be able to fully enjoy the whole experiences of the game. And then also in the interview, Miyamoto discussed the inevitable future where he leaves Nintendo and the company will continue on without him. Miyamoto does not expect much to change when he's gone. He said, it's probably going to be the same. There's, people on the executive team, creators with the company, and also people who create Mario. They all have this sense of what it means to be Nintendo. And so it's not like there's a lot of different opinions that go back and forth. Everyone has an understanding, this kind of shared understanding, of what it is to be Nintendo. And so even when there's new ideas that come up, there's always the fact that it's a new idea, but also the fact that, is it a new idea that really has the essence of Nintendo or not? And I think that's something that, we have this incredible shared vision. Almost a little scary shared vision about this. So I think there won't. It's not going to change. That's what he said. That's what he said, guys. It's not going to change.
Right. So if anybody has a new idea where...
Fuck you and your new ideas, motherfucker.
Can we get Mario? Can we get him a rocket launcher, right? They're like, who is that back there? This is Jesus Walk. You're fired. Okay, get
fired.
out.
The fuck, you don't get no severance pay, bitch. Fuck out of here.
It's not changing. This game's not changing.
God, fuck you, man, with your new stupid ideas. Oh, let's make Nintendo Switch 4K. Fuck you. Get out of here. Fuck out of here.
It's not changing. Yeah.
Let's give Nintendo a 3090 specs. Yeah, fuck you, Mayo. Get the fuck out of here. We're not doing that shit. All right, you fucking.
All right, I guess.
All bad ideas.
Bad ideas, Mayo. You're not. It's not the essence of Nintendo. Okay. Let's bring Mario to Steam. Fuck no. Who else said that? Shoot him right now. He's not even found. He's dead. Who said that?
He's a scary guy. We take care of him.
Can you imagine somebody at a meeting suggesting to bring Mario to the Xbox or something? They'd fucking be fired so fast. I bet no one even decides to mention that even as a joke. They'd probably get fired right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't last more than a day.
I'm trying to think now of what else to read here. But yeah, he said go outside, Gunny, okay?
All right, I'm going to... it's always been my experience, though, when I go outside, I go to the park, there's people there. People just suck. I think I'd rather just stay in my room with blinds closed, playing games. Fuck what he said. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put my Mario on the PC so I can play it. I don't have to buy a Switch. Thank you. But speaking of that, guys, it is time for me to go because I'm already being a little too loud over here. But yeah, go find me over on Xbox and Steam and Uplay and what else? Yeah, Epic Store and all that crap under gamertag Gunny Chief. Over on the PlayStation, the Hobo PS4, yeah, HGP _ Gunny. I'll get y'all later. Bye.
See you, Gunny.
Yeah. Gunny doesn't hold the essence of HGP. You know? You know?
The last scene for the whole show.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the essence of HGP, man. Someone fire that guy. For real, like shit. That's all I have, mail for news. Really, Gunny just left right at the end. I mean, we don't have any more news. Pretty much everything else is just random fucking shit and nothing important that I could see. Besides Battlefield news of the new season coming out tomorrow morning. Um, and The Last of Us. Have you been watching The Last of Us?
Yes, I have.
Have you watched the last episode?
Yes.
So, have you played that DLC?
The DLC, no.
So, in The Last of Us, the last episode, did you watch the one last night? I'm talking.
Yeah, I watched yesterday's.
So that was the DLC episode. So in the game, when the game came out after a few months, the game came out. They released that DLC called, I think it was called Left Behind, maybe.
Okay.
Where it was this whole episode was that DLC where it kind of is. It is a flashback like DLC where it shows Ellie and her friend who was the friend that joined the Fireflies. They go and hang out at this mall or whatever because it was her friend was leaving or whatever, and it's right before because that's what leads up to Ellie being caught by the Fireflies, and that's how she ended up being caught by the Fireflies, and they're like, "Holy shit, she's bit!" But then they see that she's not turning, right? That she's not showing like any signs of like losing her memory or like losing like not learning how to talk or whatever. You know what I mean? Like. So they realize she can't get sick or whatever from the virus, or the spores or whatever the fuck, the fungus. But yeah, man, that episode was done pretty much on par with the DLC. The only part that didn't have in that episode was in the DLC. There's a part where they go into like a Macy's type store, like a clothing store.
Mm-hmm.
And you're playing with like a water guns, like you and your friend, you both get like these water guns, and you guys start having like a water gun fight or whatever. And I think that's where your friend gets bit in the clothing store, and then like the zombie shows up and he starts fucking you guys up or whatever. But like everything else was in the DLC, like the thing where they put on the mask and start dancing, and
really? That was cool.
And the photo booth, all that shit's in the DLC, and that shit is. It was really that DLC was really impactful. I thought it was really well done the way they did it, and the way the episode portrayed it was really fucking cool.
Yeah,
man.
that makes it really cool. Like I watched it, and I thought it was a good episode, but I didn't like know all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like getting that background information is pretty cool.
And as far as the season, I don't know if you know this, Mel, but this season now has 2 episodes left, and the creators of this show, forget the guy's name, forget his name right now, but he was from the guy who made Game of Thrones as well. He said that this season does end the first game, so you will see the conclusion of the first game by the end of the season. And they said they did it that way because they didn't know if they were going to get renewed for another season. So they just did the whole season in one game. Or the first game in one season, I mean. So yeah, so in the next 2 episodes, you're going to see them arrive in California, and then you'll see how it plays out for the end of the game. And then apparently season 2 is going to start right with the second game.
Gotcha. Cool.
Nice. I'm assuming they're going to do 3 seasons. Like I told you, I think they're going to try to extend this out a little bit.
Mhm.
Now that they know how popular it is, I think they're going to do it to where season 2 is going to be the first half of the second game. And then season 3 will be the one where it switches over to Abby's side. And it shows that part of the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think there's going to be it's all going to be told in one season 2. No, I think it's going to be, we're going to tell Ellie's side of the story in season 2. And then we're going to flip the script at the very end and kind of tease the switch. And then season 3 will be the switch completely where you're watching the story from Abby's side of the story or whatever. And now I'm thinking, could it be Mayo? So let's say season 2 comes out next year sometime, right? Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Or the year after. So it comes out next year or the year after. And then another year comes out season 3. Do you think by then Sony will have The Last of Us 3 announced?
Yeah. I mean,
And then they release The Last of Us 3, and then guess what? The show gets renewed for season 4. Boom.
right.
But also, recently, Naughty Dog came out and said that they're kind of done with that. They're like, we're done with Uncharted. We're done doing The Last of Us. But I don't know if I fucking believe them, dude. I mean, what else are they gonna make? That's what they've made for the last 10 years now, right? They made Uncharted, and they made The Last of Us. Can you see them making something else, like a new game? Just a whole new IP with a whole new story, a whole new thing. I don't know, man. How much do you want to deviate from that? If the formula is working, why change it?
Right.
I don't know,
Yeah.
because they did come out and say that though. They said that they're kind of just done with it. They're like, we don't want to do Uncharted anymore. We don't want to do The Last of Us again. I don't know, man. In my opinion, it's well, dude, it's working. Why not keep doing it? I mean, if I'm the fucking CEO, right, and I'm looking at these guys, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, guys? The investors want fucking to see this shit, all right? They want money. They don't give a fuck about your stupid fucking artistic vision. They want money, all right? What makes money? The Last of Us makes money. Not no fucking bullshit that you're gonna come up with because you had a dream of some fucking bullshit game you want to make. Okay? So, I wonder, man, I'm thinking they're gonna have another Last of Us game in the works eventually. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool if they did.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it'll be I don't know. They could tell a whole new story with that, man. A whole another story, just another character, new characters, Oh, this is the story of this other person over here, named something else, and this other guy, and whatever,
Yeah, like some character we wasn't planning or expecting or something, maybe just somehow.
How about they flip it, man? It's a little boy being escorted by a lady.
Oh no.
Yeah, you flip it. All right,
Yeah.
you flip it, right? She's like Laura Croft. She's kind of like a hot mom. She knows how to fight, and she's protecting the little boy. And then you play as a little boy. I guess, yeah, like a little 12-year-old kid or something. Yeah. Yeah, Mel. I'm ready. I'm gonna hit them up. I'm gonna just email them that. Hey guys, just flip it. Just flip it and try it. And they're gonna be like, this guy's a fucking genius. He sees our vision. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see, Mel. I don't know. I'm hoping they come up with something new. But yeah, The Last of Us that new that last show, the last episode was fucking good.
It
I
was.
was,
I liked it. I liked it just the fact that like the way they did it. They showed the mall and they kind of make it
yeah,
look all cool and stuff, like in this arcade and stuff. So I thought that was kind of neat.
yeah. What I was wondering though, you know how that zombie wakes up
Uh huh.
and he was kind of like just chilling there the whole time, and he woke up because of the noise. How did he not wake up the day before when that girl was in there by herself?
Yeah, like
Was did
maybe
it?
they weren't making as much. She wasn't making as much noise. I don't know, but I mean, she did some of the stuff and she played the game. She
Yeah.
said,
She said she played the game. She said she broke into that coin machine. Didn't she say it took her like an hour to break into that coin machine? So, I mean, obviously she had to make some noise to break into that. You know?
mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that I found kind of weird. Like, how did you not, like, see, like, how did the Fireflies miss that one zombie? You know?
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure when they sent her there, they didn't just send her there by herself at first. You know? They probably sent her there with somebody else and a person that showed her, like, okay, this is where you're going to be staying. You got to watch this area or whatever, you know? But, like, how did they miss that one? Like, it just, to me, it seems like, how did you miss that one zombie? I don't get it.
Right. And it's just weird that one. Yeah, I guess they just had to do it for this show. I mean, I don't know, just for the plot, but
Except in the DLC, I don't remember how the zombie got in either. Like, because it happens the same way in the game where the zombie shows up, but it's like in the game it kind of just doesn't really show where the zombie come from. It just kind of shows up, right? So you're kind of like assuming it was somewhere in the mall, and the fucker showed up. But in the show, it tries to show you that he was like in the wall, stuck into the wall or whatever, in the bookstore or whatever the fuck it was. But to me, it was like it woke up because of the noise, but like she's obviously been there before. She's had the lights on before. So the arcade was making all that noise before. You know? It just seemed kind of odd to me. Kind of odd, Mayo.
yeah, it was. But I mean, I guess they got. How else are they gonna do it?
I don't know. The zombies see the light from outside and they break through the window and fucking.
Yeah, but then there'd have to be like a whole group of them. You know what I mean?
You know,
They had to do it somehow, like just a random.
yeah, I guess. Hmm. But yeah, that mall was fucking cool. I like the mall. When it was starting to light up, I was like, that's fucking cool shot right there, dude. I'm in. I'm in. I like the girl who's playing Ellie now. She's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, I like her.
She's cool.
First, I didn't think you liked her per se, did you? Didn't you? I
Nah.
heard they didn't like her.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I was like, this girl doesn't look like. I was like, why didn't we just get the real fucking actor? Get Ellen Page up in that bitch for fucking to do it, you know? Like, oh no. Oh no. But no. I don't think the actor wants to act anymore. Or sorry, Elliot Page. He changed his name. But yeah. You can yeah, but they should have got him to do it, dude. Why not? If they already played the character in the game, you fucking do it in the fucking show. Who knows? No.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I didn't really, I haven't played enough of the game. I kind of want to go back and play the game, but then I kind of don't. Like, not yet.
And it comes out what tomorrow, the day after?
What's that?
It comes out tomorrow, or the day after on PC.
Yeah. It'd be pretty cool on PC. Maybe.
I think I want to play it again, dude. Because I don't remember none of this. Like, I remember that DLC story, but I don't remember like most of the other stuff. I don't remember like that whole Bill and Frank thing. I did not remember that. I didn't remember like who Sam and his little brother were. I didn't remember them really. But I guess it's been like how many years since I played it? Like 9 years now that I played the game.
Been that long? Wow.
Yeah, I mean the game came out in 2013, 2012 or something like that. And I played it back in like 2014 or 2015. Maybe 2016. But it's been a long time, you know? And I played a lot of games since then. So it's like I don't remember it that much. And I remember the second one quite a bit. I don't remember the first one as much. And I think it would be cool to go back to it now with the PC with better graphics, higher frame rates,
Definitely the frame rates, right?
the OLED, the widescreen. I think it'll be nice. So I think I'm gonna do it, man. How much is it on Steam? Actually, you know what? I don't even need to go to Steam. I could find it on CD keys, I bet.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I saw CD keys for $44. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Worldwide code, $44. Done, Mayo. Done.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Buy my wand. Buy some shit. What happened? I want to see what they did to the game for the PC. I think. So, better graphics, modernized gameplay, the Left Behind DLC. Huh. So it's pretty much like the PS5 updated version for because I know you're playing on the PS5, right?
Yeah, but like if I could buy the PS5 remake or whatever, but then they had that other one, that PS4 remake or whatever from a couple years ago.
Mm.
That's a cheaper option, but I don't, I want to play with the new graphics and the new style.
Yeah. I'm wondering like I don't wonder like oh, okay. I'm looking at the IGN review right now. So it says here that for the PS5 visual improvements, 4K. But this is for the PS5 version. I want to know what the fuck how come no one's talking about as popular as the show is? Fucking bullshit. The fuck? How come no one's talking about this shit? Have too many people played this game now? What the hell's going on right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the Steam store will just show me what does it have? Steam store. Nothing. Yeah, the Steam store doesn't say much. It doesn't even have recommended specs. What the fuck?
Wow. Usually it does. That's kind of weird.
And now they delayed it for another 20. What the fuck? The game's coming out March 28th. So it got delayed again. What the fuck?
Oh man. Wah wah wah.
What's going on here? Man, this is some bullshit, man. I was looking forward to play this week. Now it's been
What a
delayed.
mistake on their end, right? Doesn't it get delayed when the series is so popular right now?
Why would you do that? Why would you delay? Yeah, the series is like
It must have been a big problem of some
something
form.
was wrong with it. So they fucking I don't know. But yeah, they delayed it till the 28th now, apparently. That's it. Hey, are you gonna get that new PS5 Elite controller thing?
I kind of like it. I haven't seen any like in person or in the store yet, so I haven't yet. But
It looks nice. I like the case that it comes. It looks just like the almost like the Xbox case. Yeah. It has the black face buttons or whatever. Looks nice. That's kind of cool. Like the little the little pad in the front, instead of being like flat and smooth, it has like the little designs, like the little symbols or whatever. For the PlayStation, then it has the paddles in the back. $200 though, man. That's kind of pricey.
yeah, I mean, I think it'd be better. Like if I think of the Xbox Elite controller versus this, I just kind of like the idea of this, of the things it has in it with the speaker and with the trigger, the down
Yeah.
triggers and all that kind of stuff. It feels like it's a little better in my mind.
You can swap out the thumbsticks in this one too. Like completely swap them out. Like you remove the faceplate off the thing, and then like the thumbsticks come like in a like assembled thing that you just slide. That's crazy. So it's not like the Xbox where it's magnetic or whatever.
Right.
Like this one, you slide out the whole joystick and then slide the new one in, lock it in place. That's kind of cool because if they wore out, you could just buy that replacement for that, right? You don't have to. Like for example, if the joysticks start drifting on my Elite, then that controller's fucked, right? Because I can't replace the whole thing. But in these, if you get drift on the joysticks, then you could just buy the new module and keep using the controller.
Right.
That's cool. I like that. Huh. Also, in other news, I guess the last piece of news that I have, you know, the company Blumhouse, the one that makes the horror movies.
No, off the top of my head.
Well, they make like horror movies. Like they made The Purge, they made Get Out. I guess the most recent one was Megan, that robot movie or whatever. Have you seen that?
Okay, yeah, that's on like Peacock right now.
Yeah, that was the most recent one. Apparently, they said they're gonna get into the video game business.
Oh, really?
But they said that their video games was only. So I'm assuming these are going to be like indie titles because they're saying that their video games are only going to cost $10 million to make. That's it. They said that that's their budget for their video games.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they said. They're like, all right, guys, we're going to get into the video game. We're going to make video games, guys, but they're only going to cost us $10 million. So they're saying they want to try to put their name on it, like in the video game industry. So I don't know, man. That's 10 million. I mean, I guess it's not super indie, right? But it's still like smaller than AAA. I mean, Hogwarts Legacy, I think they said cost 150 million to make. So Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's all we have for news, Mel. As far as the PlayStation Plus and Xbox with Gold, PlayStation Plus, you heard him earlier, was that Battlefield and something else and something else. Uh, Games with Gold. Let's look at those up. Games with Gold March. All right. No list yet for 2023, maybe. Okay, here we go. Games with Gold. Nothing. There's no list yet for the gold games.
Weren't they doing away with that?
No, they got rid of games like not the games with gold, but like, they got rid of like the you remember how a while back when they started doing the backwards compatible shit, they started releasing like all these free games.
Mm-hmm.
Like they instead of having the 2 games, you had like 4 or whatever, but 2 of them were always like those backwards compatible ones. Well, they got rid of those 2. Like they said, like, okay, like, man, we're done giving away these backward compatible games. Like, you have to buy them now. Like, all right, Mayo, we're done giving them to you. You have to start buying these now.
Okay.
All right, Mayo, stop with the bullshit. Getting your free fucking games every month. Just start buying them. I never even check my games with gold. But there's no list for the Xbox yet. What should be Battlefield as well? You think EA would do that? Just really say like, fuck it, we're gonna give it away on PlayStation and Xbox. Let's increase the player count for season 4.
We should. I mean,
They should. Why
I don't
not?
think they're gonna sell it any more than what they have.
No, I think at this point, right? I mean, I don't have trouble finding matches, but I also think that the case is that because I'm playing like crossplay with PS5 and Xbox, right? Like that's the reason I'm not having trouble finding the matches. But yeah, Battlefield right now on Steam has 5,000 players, which isn't bad, I guess. What does Titanfall 2 have? That game was fucking fun a few weeks ago when I played it, dude. Hell yeah. That's 1,800 players. That's pretty good. More than like the 10 that are playing on Xbox or whatever the fuck Jonathan Hall would tell. Remember Jonathan Hall would always give those numbers? It was so sad.
Oh yeah, when he
He'd
would.
be like, there's 20 people playing right now. It's like, what? 20 people, dude? That's sad. But yeah, that's about 2,000 people on Steam. I got my wand link up, and we're good. Mel, where can people find you? And what are you going to be playing? I'm going to be playing, let me tell you something. This week, it's going to be Battlefield week. It's going to be Call of Duty week. It's going to be Hogwarts Legacy week. I kind of want to finish. I'm afraid to finish Hogwarts Legacy. I don't want to finish it.
Oh,
It's so good. I'm having so much fun with it that I'm just trying to like prolong the shit as much as I can. So I've literally I've been doing those stupid Merlin trials. That's all I've been doing around the map. I just look up for a Merlin trial. Like I fucking set my waypoint. I'll fly over there, and if there's like a little fast travel point near it, I'll go and like fly near that real quick to like unlock it, and then fly right past that. And you know also what I learned, Mail? On your broom, you can collect anything. Like you can open chests. You can collect like shit that's on the ground. You can do all that while on your broom.
how do you do that?
Just fly near it. Just fly near it and press X.
Okay.
That's it.
I don't want to have the broom yet, so
You unlock it right away. Like you do the first. It's like the first 2 classes. The first one is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and they show you how to do the main spell combat thing, like the first one. And then you go to the second class, which is like you learn how to do the levitating spell, and then you go to then after that, I believe it's the flying one, and then you do the flying shit. I don't know how to unlock my broom upgrades though. I think I have to do these stupid like these stupid races that I don't know how to do. I fucking hate fucking doing those races.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of hard. Like if there's something you don't like doing, and then that's something you have to do. you know.
Yeah, because you have to. I think you have to do those to unlock the upgrades for your broom. Because you get these upgrades that make your broom like faster or whatever. But it's like, fuck, man, do I want to do this? I don't like the character who like. There's a character that's like tied to those races. Like she's like this cocky Quidditch player or whatever. She's like, I'm the best fucking whatever broom rider in the fucking West or something. And I'm like, bro, I just beat your time by like 40 seconds. What do you mean you're the best?
right.
Like, what the fuck?
No way.
And then she's like, well, you beat me in this track. I bet you will beat me in the next one. And then I go and I beat her on the next one. And I'm like, I just beat you on this one too. Well, I'm still better than you, you fucking loser. It's like, lady, I just beat your score twice by like more than 30 seconds each. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you suck. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be playing more of that. And you know what? I'm gonna try Atomic Heart. That's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, it is a Game Pass game. I still have Game Pass for maybe till like the middle of next month.
I need to cancel my
I
Game
should.
Pass. I need to cancel my Game Pass.
I
I
don't know.
don't
Like,
use it.
I don't use it enough, and I know there's good games. I know Ryan would be like flipping out over there listening to this, and
Oh, so great.
it's just I don't. There's so many games I don't really play, and I'm just kind of like been cutting some bills here lately, and I'm like, I'll just if something comes out I want to play on Game Pass, maybe I'll pick it up for a month and then just play that game and be done. I don't know because it just seems like I've been like I haven't touched it
Paying
for
them
months.
for no reason. Yeah, same here,
Well, I take
dude.
it back. I did, check out High on Life, but I did not finish it.
I finished
And
that.
then I did check out that Hi-Fi Rush, I think it was
Yeah.
called. I checked those two games out, but I haven't gone back to them. And I have so many other things to play right now. I don't plan on going back to them. So it's just kind of like, okay, or I could just buy them. They're probably not crazy expensive games. I don't think either one of them are. Is Atomic Hearts a $60 game or a $70 game? Do you know?
I think it's a $60 game.
Okay. I mean, still like.
Yeah, on
once you finish,
Steam.
buy it.
On Steam is $60. What are the reviews on Steam say? I want to see those.
I've heard mixed about it.
So am I. People are saying this game. Well, let's see. On Steam, it says very positive. Very positive. Iam said he liked it, and then he said that he didn't like it. He said he got into the open world section type of it, and he said it was boring. I don't know. I think I want to have to check it out. Who knows? But yeah. Where can people find you, Mayo?
They're gonna find me everywhere on Xbox, on PlayStation, Discord, Steam. Is the Mayo or the Mayo One? One of those two. More likely the Mayo One. And I mean that's pretty much it. Been on my PC or my PlayStation quite a bit, like I said, and I'm gonna play some more Hogwarts this week. Jesus, I'll get down.
Yeah.
And then play some more Gran Turismo with my 455 horsepower Camaro. I'm telling you. Jesus.
Oh, 440 horsepower.
It's weird. It's really weird. Like everything I've gone to, I've seen says 455, and
I don't know, Mayo. I think you're just. All right, you know what, Mayo? I'll let you have it, Mayo. I'll let you be content with your.
hey, look, I am wearing the Camaro shirt. I am.
You are.
It's weird. And actually, when I look at that website, it does say it's estimated on there on that website. Were you seen it?
Okay.
And so I don't know. Maybe that was like a pre-release in the 15 when the 16s were coming out because that's a brand new body style mine was.
Mm.
And so maybe they didn't have the official at the time. But everything else I see says 455, and that's kind of what I've always gone off of. But I've had my car on the dyno the other day, gotten some work done, so I know what it makes it to wheels. That's all that matters. So
I don't know, man. Maybe
set it up to run flex fuel, which is crazy. It's completely different. It adds more power and it's cheaper gas, so
nice.
It's so much better. Well, I mean, it burns faster. Is the only side effect, but it's not that bad. Like I'm not losing much, and for the I gained like 35 horsepower to wheels, so like 50 horsepower to motor probably.
Nice.
And it the other day I got gas for $2.29 compared to like $4 a gallon. So
Damn.
it's pretty nice paying that cheap price for that.
Nice. Well, you can find me on everything as Jesus Walks a lot. I'll be playing, like I said earlier, those games. And just find me on everything as that. Yeah. Anyways, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Hopefully it's next week. But
yeah, it should be. I'm off work next week, so
I don't know. I hope it's next week, though.
the last 2 weeks was weird for me. So I ended up having car stuff I had to go do. Like, it was literally to get the E85 installed, and then the tuner that has to work on it. Like, I had to work around him, and he had to reschedule to Monday, and so I wasn't able to be here last week. And then the week before that, there was something that was going on. We didn't get together.
Yeah. Anyways, we're out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this show, and rate us and review us and let us know what you think. Always reach out to us.
Yeah.
Hi guys, we love you and girls. We love you too. We love all of you, and they and them and us and we and whatever else you identify as. We love all of you. Bye everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.